Hey, what's going on, guys? SteelTwins back at you live here on YouTube for the AFC North War Room, as we will be doing live reactions to the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints Monday Night Football game. Should be a good one.
It should be a good one. Hopefully one of the better Monday Night Football games, as let's just say primetime games the past couple weeks, or pretty much all season, has not been that interesting or that exciting. This could be honestly another story because both these teams have severe injury issues, especially on the offensive side of the football. It should be an interesting game. But we figured it'd be a good time to do the AFC North War Room because, one, the Ravens are in it. Two, we face the Saints in a week. So
let's scout our competition in a week ahead before our performance, to which we should have some guys back based on what we've seen from practice.
One guy, most notably, is of course T.J. Watt. He was in practice today in full pad, so hopefully by the end of the week or very soon, sooner rather than later, he's activated off IR and we can get the return of T.J. Watt in Pittsburgh versus the Saints today. Not today, but of course
next week,
this Sunday. Today, the Saints face another AFC North team in the Baltimore Ravens. Man, this should be an interesting game. We faced the Ravens twice in the second half of the season.
Let's go figure.
Yeah, I mean, we did that last year as well.
And I have a feeling, it's going to be a reoccurring thing for the future. And it's the best time for the game to happen anyway for the Steelers and the Ravens.
As they highlight Roquan Smith, who the Ravens literally just added last week.
Yeah, traded a second rounder to the Chicago Bears for Roquan Smith.
They got Roquan Smith in the middle of that football team, in the middle of that front seven on the defense, man. That is a hell of an addition by the Ravens. One I, for one, am jealous of.
Yeah, of course.
But that also begs the question, how in the hell are they going to pay both Roquan and Lamar? One of them's getting a franchise tag.
I think we know the obvious one.
It has to be.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you don't just want to throw away a second round pick to have him play for half the year. So the Ravens.
But he's going to be more, I guess, in term to negotiate with.
Right.
Easier to negotiate with. That's what I'm trying to say.
I would imagine.
Not Lamar. They've tried with Lamar, and Lamar's not budging.
I'd imagine.
And the Ravens aren't budging with what Lamar's apparently wanting.
But I have a feeling the Ravens have some up their sleeve because no way they give up that much for Roquan to only not extend them. That's not how the Ravens do business. If I know the Ravens the way I think I know them. Today should be an interesting game. How's everyone doing in the chat? How was your weekend? And, in fact, how was your bye week? My bye week was full of relief because I didn't have to watch the Steelers this week. I didn't have to watch Matt Canada call a single play this weekend. That was a big relief, let me tell you.
Yeah, we were all on vacation this week, and it was a much-needed vacation for us Steelers fans. God, I mean, we needed that.
One that didn't include a lot of changes except for the trade deadline moves, which obviously were Claypool being traded to the Bears for a second, and we trade from William Jackson, who it seems like he's not returning to practice anytime soon due to his back injury. Think that how you will. Think that how you will.
I mean, we'll see how he does. I mean, that was my concern about William Jackson.
Yeah.
And I think he said when he first got here, it was either him or Tomlin that said it, that it was not a ongoing issue. Apparently it is now.
We'll see.
Already in his second practice.
We'll see as the week goes on, but as of right now, it seems like that nagging issue is still hurting him for the future, especially since we're facing this upcoming week a Saints offense that is hurt at receiver very badly. Michael Thomas was just out for the year. Again, the guy got the bag and dipped. The guy got the bag and all of a sudden injuries out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I never recorded Michael Thomas ever having any sort of injury issues, but the second he gets the bag and breaks the record for most receptions in a single season, hamstring, was it a toe issue?
Yes, he's
toe issue.
He's out with a toe issue.
Toe issue. Jarvis Landry's out tonight. Chris Olave is an amazing receiver, someone we were all high on coming out of the Ohio State. But he's going to be the guy we have to rely on. I would imagine we see a lot more Taysom Hill today. They're gonna use him to try to counteract against Lamar Jackson. The way to beat the Ravens is very similar to the way that they beat other teams. Is use your secret weapon the way Lamar runs.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna utilize that a lot to try to kill the clock and get up the field against the Ravens defense is still suspect. We're talking about two defenses that are still somewhat suspect, but
well, the Ravens more so. The Saints, I feel
Yes.
like, is more dependable.
but also the Ravens don't have not Ravens. The Saints.
I know they're still bearing injuries, especially.
They don't have Lattimore.
They don't have Lattimore.
They don't have Lattimore.
And losing and trading away C.J. Gardner-Johnson seems
Now,
to be taking its toll.
I don't know how much of an effect that's going to be for the Saints because the Ravens have no receivers. They just lost Bateman for the year. Mark Andrews is not playing today. They're going to have Isaiah Likely start. I know he's a great target, but his first career start in this big amount of action against the front seven that's just great at eliminating any attack in the middle of the field with guys like Davis and Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, it's tough for Lamar.
It seems the one guy that he's going to have to depend on is either Devin Duvernay for Lamar or newly signed just a couple weeks ago, Deshaun Jackson.
Who was activated for today.
35-year-old Deshaun Jackson is a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah.
Came out of retirement to play with Lamar.
Deshaun Jackson, the guy that's due for one 70, 80-yard bomb and tearing his hamstring at the same time. He's due for at least one of those. Could we get tonight? I don't know. This team, but when I look at this game, man, there's a lot of injuries affecting this, and I don't know how it's going to go. But I do anticipate a lot of the ground game when it comes to both sides of the ball, but especially with their specialty weapons in Lamar and Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it.
Yeah, both guys are going to have to be dependent on heavily.
Right.
That's for sure.
But we're just going to watch this game because, again, it's the AFC North War Room, guys. Welcome. The Ravens, we face them twice this upcoming second half of the schedule, which gets a little lighter. And, of course, we face the Saints next week. Let's see what the Saints got. They're still an up-and-down team that's going through a transition just like us. They lost their Hall of Fame quarterback. They lost their Hall of Fame head coach. We still have Mike Tomlin, but they're still going through a lot of drastic changes. Their quarterback situation's still kind of funky. I think Andy Dalton's starting tonight.
Yeah.
Who is very known as a Raven killer from previous years.
And honestly, whenever Jameis Winston is cleared enough, does he even get that job back?
I don't know.
Based off how Dalton's actually been performing, he actually hasn't done too bad.
I don't know, but what I do know is that those two aren't the guys they're going to go with for the future. They're
they're
running with them, and I think they're going to make a move at quarterback at some point next season. Who that is, when that is, I don't know.
I don't know. It's whatever the Saints are going to have to do, and Dennis Allen there at head coach at the same time.
Yep. Let's see. What's going on in the chat? How's everyone tonight, man? Again, how was your weekend? How was your bye week? How was your relief week? How was your vacation from Steelers football, man? I ain't gonna lie. I do kind of miss Steelers football, but
I didn't.
It was
I'm gonna be honest.
It was a relief to not watch Matt Canacall play, and I don't understand how he still has a job.
No, that'll never. I'll never understand.
Mike Tomlin confirmed it in an interview before the bye.
Yeah, just straight up no.
Yeah,
just like that. A simple no.
Simply no. No explanation, no nothing. It's just, no, we're not changing nothing. We're not making no coordinator changes. Simple as that.
Excellent, Tomlin, excellent.
Dumanic says, hey, Twins, how do you think William Jackson III is going to be in his first game as a Steeler and as cornerback one? I can't tell you because I don't know.
At this point, I don't know if he's going to play because of that ongoing back issue that that just came back up.
Right.
That just literally found out as we were getting ready for the stream.
I'm still going to hold my breath on this edition. I don't know how long he's going to be a Steeler. He might just run the rest of the year as a Steeler, and then we might not even take his option, and then that's it for his run.
Even then, I don't know if he's going to be cornerback one immediately because they still have Wallace, who's healthy, and Cameron Sutton there, and you still got Millette in there as the nickel cornerback. So I don't know how quick they're going to throw William Jackson out there. That's just my honest opinion. That's just my thought process.
I could see that, but I figured the second he's healthy, you put him outside, opposite of Wallace.
You could do that, for sure. But with how Cameron Sutton's been doing, you kind of want to keep him outside at the same time. Unless Wallace continues to sink to join like he has been for the majority of the season.
I'm keeping Sutton in the slot. I know Millette's the prototypical slot guy for them. He fits their scheme more, but I'm running with Sutton in the slot.
And no, I agree with you. That's his best. When he's in the slot, he's best there.
I'm using Millette situationally.
And that's fine. I agree with that. He's a great blitzer as a cover guy. Hell no.
But I know they're not going to do that. That's
why I'm thinking Sutton, with how he's playing this year, he's actually been pretty solid outside of a couple drop picks.
Right.
He's been pretty good, especially outside. The only way I see William Jackson like getting in the action immediately, in my opinion, is if Levi Wallace doesn't do any more good than he really hasn't been doing.
Well, I would imagine like he's gonna start opposite whoever. Like you're not gonna just ride with your guys and say, you know what, let's put Jackson and like you have him for the rest of the year at least. You're gonna play him.
Well, I know they're going to play. I don't know about starting him immediately. Maybe, rotate him a bit here and there. Maybe
to get his feet wet.
Yeah.
Get him back.
I don't know about starting immediately.
Get him back comfortable with Austin, but I don't know.
I don't know about starting him immediately. Maybe rotating him in that Saints game.
With this coaching staff, you never really know what they're going to do because, they always have other players they want to, put in or insert in certain areas because it just fits their scheme better. It may not be the most logical. It may not be the most impactful. Obviously, but that's just the way they run sometimes.
And that's just the way that I'm thinking, honestly.
Jacob Frederick says, are we going with Saints to beat the Ravens? Absolutely. Absolutely. I never want to see the Ravens win. Who wants to see the Ravens win? Because I don't.
No.
I definitely don't.
No, I do not. Not one bit.
As you guys see, man, the records are right there. Ravens are 5-3. Saints are 3-5. Saints are not in a good position right now. Again, very similar to us. So next week's game is going to be... it's like watching the same team, honestly. Only the Saints are a lot more competitive and
much more competitive.
They actually use their offensive players pretty usefully.
Yeah.
And properly. But
they actually know how to use their rookie wide receiver at that too.
Yes, they do. God damn it, do they? So, why do you have to say that?
I'm sorry, but they know they know how to use their guys. They know how to use Kamara. They know how to use Tyson Hill. They know how to use Chris Olave.
Man, that really hurt.
We can't figure out a way to use George Pickens or even Pat Freiermuth.
No, we can't.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, Jesus Christ.
But the belief is a lot of guys are gonna be back healthy.
Yes, they are, and that's real important.
That includes Watt. DeMonte Casey's another guy that could come back off IR.
Yeah.
I don't know what to anticipate, man. I gotta see. I haven't really paid much attention to the Saints this year. So this game's going to be kind of like a really watch and see what this team's made of and what we can anticipate heading back to Heinz Field next week.
For sure, man.
Chaz Treat, what's up, man? Says, hey, guys, my bye week was fine without my blood pressure increasing drastically. Also, I hate this daylight savings nonsense. It's messing with my brain. I feel you, Chaz.
Yeah.
I feel you with literally everything you said.
It starts to dim to darkness around 5 o'clock around here.
It does.
It's weird.
Speaking of around here, man, I swear to God, Pennsylvania is like one of the only states where it will be every season, all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually sweating. I'm almost on the verge of sweating right now.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's November and I walked outside without a coat or a jacket.
No, you didn't.
Or a hoodie.
No, you didn't. I did.
I did earlier.
I saw you with a coat. Stop lying.
No, earlier, later in the day.
Well, I didn't see that. Okay, then. I didn't see that then. I saw it this morning. But this morning was still freaking like, it was cool weather, which is weird.
Yeah, and then I got out and I was sweating. It's November and I'm sweating. Yeah, walking outside.
It's stupid.
What is this? Sorcery.
It's Mother Nature.
I hate it, man.
It's Mother Nature. I can't explain it to you, man. That's
I hate it, but I'm just glad we're going to get to actual fall/winter weather soon because I'm a fan of those. I'm a fan of that.
As the Ravens prepare to kick off, as the Saints
the Saints start with the ball. The game's going to get underway. And Justin Tucker with the kick. This will most likely be a touchback because it's Justin Tucker we're talking about. And thus here comes the Raven killer, Andy Dalton and company, including Alvin Kamara and possibly, there's a lot of guys that are front runners, but one of the guys that's secretly a front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year is Chris Olave.
Yeah, for sure.
What an amazing receiver, man. Twins, how was your day today? Our day was pretty good, man.
It was pretty relaxing, yeah.
We had the day off. We got some stuff done around the house. We did a little shopping. Wasn't that bad, man. Can't complain whatsoever. Tomorrow starts another work week for us, which should be interesting. Other than that, they run a play action. Dalton runs around and throws. It's caught for a first down. That is Chris Olave. Chris Olave already making plays, man. First play of the game. And here are the notable injuries by the Saints. Mark Ingram, Jarvis Landry, Michael Thomas, Trevor Penning, their rookie tackle, Marshawn Lattimore, and Bradley Roby. Both these teams are suffering through injuries. You could have a same notable injury list for the Ravens because, injuries are happening everywhere, man. Thankfully, the injuries we suffered earlier are starting to come back right in time after the bye.
Well, they hand it to Kamara. He spins out, but he just gets taken down by Marcus Peters. Like one of the very few plays Peters actually makes a good play this year.
Yeah, Peters is incredibly underrated. Or overrated, I'm sorry.
How about say, wait, what?
No, he's not underrated. He's incredibly overrated.
Yeah, he's not great.
Hey, Danielle, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, Danielle? Today was weird. Today was very weird. The weather was weird, that's for sure, around here. I'm a Ravens fan, but I understand, Twins, you want us to lose. We have injuries, but hopefully we can get this win. Hey, Casper, any given Sunday or at this point, any given Monday.
As I hand it to Kamara, but he gets a 3-yard gain there.
Now, I have the Saints winning this week in my NFL pool. This is my upset of the week. But I can see the Ravens pulling it off.
I'd never count out Lamar Jackson.
No, you're right.
He'll figure out a way somehow.
In fact, I haven't checked all weekend. What is the AFC North standings? Baltimore's at the top at 5-3, followed by Cincinnati at 5-4, Cleveland 3-5, and us at the bottom, which is rare, 2-6. So
we're at the bottom, and Doan goes to throw it away as he was pressured. That will lead to 4th down.
So we get a one quick first down by Olave, and then an immediate 3 and out right there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm sweating here. This is ridiculous. I'm actually sweating here.
There's a tropical storm coming. Is that right?
Tropical storm, another one?
Where?
I did not hear anything about that. That's
Tonight, I'm a Saints fan. I'll transition back to a Yinzer immediately after, says K2B. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Anytime an AFC North rivals facing each other or facing against some other team, we always root against the AFC North rivals, and that'll be a fair catch at the 10. And thus, Lamar Jackson will get his first bit of action.
Yeah, Tropical Storm Nicole, which it's around Florida.
Is it really? Are you kidding me?
Another
one?
It's around, it's going to be around the Florida area.
Another one in Florida. That is terrible.
Jesus Christ.
When y'all doing another Madden video? Shoot, man. I honestly can't give you a complete answer because I didn't buy Madden this year. This is the first year I did not buy Madden in many years.
Plus, until I see changes, until I hear anything new about Madden, I'm not buying another copy of Madden.
I'm not into video games that much anymore. Plus, I don't have the time. So,
And Madden's not really my go-to anymore for gaming.
No. In fact,
sports games and stuff like when I was young, that used to be my shit.
Same, but I'm actually starting to really consider buying the new Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
That's what I'm saying. I never buy the game. I suck at the game. That's why I never buy it.
I cannot tell you how many times I tried to get this fucking guy to play Call of Duty. Now when I don't want to get Call of Duty this year because I don't really have an interest at this moment, now you want to get Call of Duty?
So I'm just saying, I went to our sister's house and had a little fun with our brother-in-law, okay? So I'm enjoying the game. I suck at it, but I'm enjoying it.
I've heard great things about Modern Warfare 2, I'm not surprised.
I've heard good and bad. So,
Call of Duty is going to have its bad.
Twins, do you think we will get the running game going on Sunday? Absolutely not. I don't. Because one thing I do know about the Saints, even though they're still a little suspect, that rushing defense is very good. It's been good for the past couple of years, as a matter of fact. And we can't get a running game going to save our lives. So facing one of the best rushing defenses in years, no, we're not getting a run game going.
No chance in hell, I'm sorry.
No.
It's going to be real difficult, man.
It could surprise me, but again, as long as Canada is in power and calling the plays, I have no faith for this offense. And he's not going anywhere. If they didn't fire him, here's the problem, okay? If they didn't fire him now, during the bye, while we're dead last in everything, and the Colts just fired their offensive coordinator a week ago and just fired Frank Reich and hired Jeff Saturday. Yes, the former All-Pro center who's about to be a Hall of Famer Jeff Saturday is their head coach. If they can make those weird changes, why can't Mike Tomlin and the Steelers organization while we're dead last during the bye? That makes no fucking sense to me. That's what pisses me off. They give it to Kenyon Drake, and Tyrann Mathieu tackles him after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah. That's another guy we got to worry about, Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, remember in the offseason, a lot of Steelers fans were like, let's get Tyrann Mathieu, let's get Tyrann Mathieu. Imagine Minka and Tyrann Mathieu, right? Minka and the Honey Badger. It never happened. There was interest there. I do believe that. But
yeah, Ravens are cluttered with injuries as well. Dobbins, Edwards, Bateman, Andrews, Jawan James, Marcus Williams, Kyle Fuller.
The Ravens can never stop the injury bug.
No. Every year they get hit with it.
But now tonight, their 2 main targets are out, man. They're really going to have to use Lamar's legs. Lamar's exactly going to do that.
And he gets taken down. That is a sack by Tyrann Mathieu.
Wow, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And there's a flag. There's a flag. What's the flag? Brad Rogers. Never seen him.
I'll take that sack away.
Illegal use of hands to the face on the defense. Just want to know the update or news with Mark Robinson. Mark Robinson is going to be remaining. He's going to remain as the 4th inside linebacker with the 4th, right? 4th or 5th. He'd be the 5th.
Now Marcus Allen's on the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the 5th.
He's going to remain as the 5th inside linebacker, and most likely still be a game day inactive unless injuries force him to be a game day active. Thus, he'll just play special teams. I don't know when we see Mark Robinson on the field.
Honestly, probably not till next year.
That's
the way it's looking.
That's what I'm thinking too. Bush isn't going to get benched. They're not going to play him over Spillane or Allen. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait some time for Marcus Allen.
Lamar was pressured, and he tries to throw it towards Josh Oliver. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that was a wobbly pass.
Not a good pass right there by Lamar.
Not a good pass
Although he was pressured, he still could have connected it.
Remember that old Call of Duty mission, No Russian? Do you remember that?
It does ring a bell. It might have been a while. It does ring a bell, though. Here, let me just check.
Yeah.
No Russian.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Ravens haven't really gotten nowhere outside that penalty. They give it to Drake, who is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's DeMario Davis, who is one of the most underrated inside linebackers in the NFL today, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Ever since he was added to the Saints front 7, it drastically changed, man. It got a lot better, and that's a big reason why. That play right there, boom, coming downhill, making the play Devin Bush could never. Is Leal coming back? That's another name I forgot that was on IR. Yes, DeMarvin Leal might be back. So not only Watt and Casey, DeMarvin Leal might be back. Defense might be getting fully healthy, man.
Has he already been out for 4 weeks?
3 or 4 weeks now. It all depends on his injury, though.
Also depends on when he's cleared to come back, because he would have that 3-week stretch.
Right. And that is incomplete. The intended target was to Isaiah Likely, 4th down now, and they will force a punt. This is looking like a heavily defensive game, folks. Neither quarterback has their main targets outside of Dalton with Olave, but that's it.
I never suspected a high-scoring game in this one.
No. Thankfully, I didn't place no bets on this game. I'm going to wait until next week because I didn't have no luck this week. I mean, yeah. I didn't really do.
You never do anyway.
I don't, man. I gotta stop.
I tell you, seriously.
And that's a hell of a punt and a positive bounce, and that's gonna go all the way down to the
16-yard line.
16-yard line. Wow. By Stout, their new punter.
The rookie punter.
Yep. Wow, that's a hell of a punt. And now Stout will come back onto the field as we hit up a commercial break. Liberty with a $5 super chat says, career-wise outside of YouTube, what are your guys' jobs? I'm very curious. We have actually just now gotten into being delivery drivers for UPS. We are in training.
Yes, we are.
For peak season, which is going to suck. But we got into the job initially 4 years ago during peak. So why not getting into a new positive position during peak.
It's meant to be, man.
Comes full circle.
It's meant to be, brother.
Liberty, I appreciate the $5, but yes, that's our current jobs now. And with that being said, I don't like to put our personal life out there, but I'm not gonna lie, the time and our schedule is gonna get a lot tighter now with us doing that and the training and the peak season coming up. You know, the Christmas season approaching. It's gonna get heavy. That's not gonna stop the content, not one bit.
No.
But the scheduling's definitely going to be a little tighter. I'm not going to lie to you. But thankfully, the positive thing with us switching positions, we do have off on Sundays.
So
the last 4 years, we did not have off on Sundays during peak season. Now we do. So there you go, man.
So we get to endure some Steelers suffering.
Yes. As long as I have my Sundays off, I'm cool,
I won't have it any other way for peak season, though, honestly.
Yeah.
Won't have it any other way.
Right. There were some great games yesterday. There were some pretty decent games, man. That Bears and Dolphins game was great. Outside of that, most of the other games we watched, I was really bored up until the very end where it got real close, like the Packers
I did not find them boring. I found them to be extremely competitive, and the majority of the games yesterday were very close and down to the wire, which I liked a lot. I feel like, more of those games throughout the NFL would make the games and the entire league more enjoyable, because the games yesterday were really intriguing.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, real fun to watch.
I thought it got better.
And real investing.
It got better towards the end as, that's when the games were a lot tighter. But throughout the whole game, I wasn't really that intrigued outside of course, the Bears and Dolphins. The Bills-Jets was nice. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But towards the end, that's when I started flipping the channels to see, all right, how's this game going?
Right.
Michael, I don't disagree. I do not disagree, Michael. One thing's for sure, their communication is ass. A lot in that company is ass. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you one bit about that. I'm not afraid to admit it. Just because I work for them doesn't mean I got to, get on my knees all the fucking time.
Oh, Don goes to throw. It's not in the air. It's intercepted
by Kyle Hamilton.
There's a flag on the play, but I think that came right after the interception. Hamilton's going to return us all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Off of the hands of the receiver. Hamilton in perfect position. What is this flag? Oh, no. That's not what...
Oh, PI on the defense, so never mind. Take the pick away. Take the...
Ouch!
Excuse me, interception away.
Ouch! Saints catch a break there. That's pass interference on Chuck Clark. What was he thinking, man? That just messed up a lot there. Off of the hands of the receiver. Chuck Clark wasn't covered on that one. That is a quarterback's worst nightmare when the ball's in the air like that. Thankfully, the Saints benefit from a defensive penalty. Dalton goes under center. Snap, play action. Good pass, pro. He throws it. Kamara. That's not Kamara. Who is that? Is that?
Washington,
okay. Because I for a second, I thought that was Jordan Howard. I know they activated him from the practice squad.
Yeah. I don't recall his first name, but number 24, Washington, with the 7-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to need some guys to step up after, Mark Ingram's hurt. So they're going to have guys come in for Kamara at times.
Second and 3. And they give it to Kamara, and he's shifty, but he gets hit.
By Roquan Smith. He is 1 yard shy. And that's what the Ravens wanted when they traded for the guy.
I didn't expect him to wear a number like 18.
I didn't expect him to be in a Ravens jersey, and that kind of angers me because, he was the guy we were all looking at.
That just may be me having to get used to a middle linebacker wearing 18.
Right.
But, hey, good play by Smith.
But for the player himself, back in the preseason, we were thinking they trade for Roquan, trade Claypool for Roquan. We trade Claypool to the Bears, but only for a second, and that is stuffed.
Yeah, he couldn't get anywhere.
An obvious run play, and it's stuffed by Smith and Humphrey.
Getting a nothing. 4th down. That's Smith again.
Already making an immediate impact. I still want to know how the hell they're going to pay him and Lamar. They got to have something up their sleeve, but man. See, look at
that. Hey, that's Baltimore's situation, okay?
Look at Roquan, man. I respect this shit.
They could lose one
guy.
They could keep both guys. They could lose one guy. They could lose both guys. Who knows? That's their fault. That's their situation.
That is their situation. Someone's going to pay Lamar big money, that's for sure. Fair catch, caught. Down by the 23-yard line, and Lamar will come back onto the field. It's still scoreless, folks. It's still scoreless, and it might be scoreless the entire first quarter. Possibly the entire first half, man. Nothing's going good for these offenses right now. Still a lot of football left. A lot of football left. Liberty with another super chat. $10 this time says, work hard, brothers. That's all we know, man. That's all we know.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
I appreciate it, guys. I worked there 6 years. I'd rather be drafted. I don't blame you. Believe me, it sucks over there. It does. Especially once you get real good at your job and they depend on you for literally every fucking thing. God. It sucked, man.
I hear you.
The 4 years of loading was a pain in the ass, man. My body already feels 60.
I don't know if I go that far, honestly.
I'd go that far.
I don't know. I don't know if I go that far.
That job abuses.
I don't feel 60.
That job abuses the hell out of me. Well, good for you.
I don't feel 60.
I'm glad you don't.
I feel fine.
Good for you.
I feel good. Maybe it's that back of yours.
It's my back.
Your back's more...
Carrying that belt all those fucking years. Carrying Chester. Anyone
You carried one door. I don't want to hear it.
One door?
Yeah.
Why was I the only... You know what? I'm not even going to get into discussion because I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but also that's... I'm not even doing that.
You carried one door.
Oh, no. But why was I the only one that could carry that door?
Okay, but I'm not even going.
And that's not my word. That's not my word. That's what I was told.
I'm not even going
from numerous supervisors.
I'm not even going to toot my own horn of what I had to deal with.
I know what you had to deal with.
Besides your belt. All right.
I'm just saying, man. I did that door, and I was the only motherfucker that could do that door.
Good for you.
Bounce out that door and do any other doors and still come back and to be fine.
Well, good for you. That's the type of worker you are. I'm proud you're that type of worker.
That's what we inherit. That's good. That's good. But we ain't got to do that no more. Knock on wood.
Maybe for the next 2 months. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how the future goes.
I'll hold my breath after peak, but we'll see.
Know. We'll see how the future goes. But it's looking, we'll see how it goes. Union 3-year supervisor for now, 3 now. Wish I stayed Union. Yeah, you probably should have, Michael. You definitely should have.
All right. Baltimore's got the ball. 24-yard line. 8 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And Lamar goes to hand it.
Justice Hill. He'll get a couple yards on the ground. Second and mid coming up. When Tomlin is... I'm sorry. Daniel Kurtz, who's a member of the STN, says, when is Tomlin hitting the road he picked Canada to be a coach? Doesn't that reflect on your decisions if you pick Canada and you see how bad he is and Tomlin is bad too? I agree completely.
Yeah.
Let's be real. None of the coordinators that Tomlin has brought in all his years has not been good.
He has no tree.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't even have a seed.
No.
He don't have a seed and he can't plant that shit.
And I know most great coaches don't have great coaching trees. I mean, Bill Belichick doesn't have a great coaching tree. But at least Belichick is able to win with his coordinators. We can't. Tomlin can't.
No, but you got guys like Andy Reid. You got guys like Andy Reid with a coaching tree and Kyle Shanahan with a coaching tree.
Right, but you look at Tomlin's complacent with his coordinators.
Which is a problem.
It is a problem.
It's a major problem.
It's a major problem, man. I'm not afraid to admit it.
No, let's make our quarterback coach an offensive coordinator. He'll know what to do. He'll know what to do.
Twice. One with Fichtner, which was a terrible experiment, and then he did that same experiment with Canada, and it's going even more worse.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? And let's not forget his defensive coordinators.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, as soon as LeBeau left, which that got exposed because it was overdone. He went to Butler, and according to Butler, he didn't draw up one game plan. That was Tomlin all the time.
Yep.
That could be the same thing with Terrell Austin.
Yep.
Butler was our defensive coordinator for 7 years. Not one game plan according to him.
Nope. And I believe that. They under center play action. Lamar looking deep. Throws. It's caught. What a grab.
And that'll be a first down, number 15.
Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson makes his first catch as a Baltimore Raven. Ooh. Good route. Even at 35, he still got quick feet.
Oh, that's never leaving him.
No.
That's never leaving him, despite his age.
Great grab. Good hands.
How many people put parlays that he get a touchdown? Don't start.
I was thinking of it, but I'm not going to do that.
Please. Take a break, man. Chill.
I need a break.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do.
That's extra stress on you. You don't need to do it. Baltimore hands off.
Kenyon Drake, he'll get 4 yards on the ground. Hey, GT, what's good, man? He says, hello, let's go Saints. Let's go Saints, man. Here we go Saints until 3 hours from now.
Yeah. Who that, right?
And then it'll be Saints week.
Then no more who that.
Nope.
2nd and 6 coming up for Baltimore. They're driving down the field.
The first positive drive from any offense so far. They're already past midfield.
A lot of backups on their offense right there. They're being effective right now.
They're in field goal range in Justin Tucker's field goal range.
And Lamar goes to hold it. He tried too much.
What is Lamar doing? He looked like Malik Willis last night.
He tried too much there. And Lamar does that from time to time. He tries too much.
That's a sack there. And he'll lose a couple yards.
He tries way too much. It's like at that point, find a target or throw it away.
At that point, he's best throwing it away.
He tries to like, bro. There's two Saints right there.
He's doing too much.
Not necessary, Lamar. Come on. You want to be paid all this money? Don't make stupid decisions like that. That was a loss of 2 right there with the sack. So it's 3rd and 8. Lamar takes the snap. He drops back. He goes to throw.
It's caught, and it's a first down by James Prochet. Prochet the third.
The second,
excuse me, yes. James Prochet with the first down on a 3rd and 8. And the drive continues. But back to your point about Lamar wanting to get paid. He's already earned his paycheck. He's not worth what he wants, or he's not worth.
He's earned a paycheck, no doubt. Not his type of paycheck.
Now, he's worth more than Kyler Murray, and what Kyler Murray got was so fucking unwarranted.
Yeah, and that's pretty evident this year.
Lamar absolutely deserves more than that, and he's going to get more than that.
Oh, Justice Hill couldn't get anywhere there.
And again, Demario Davis, a big effect in the ground game.
That's a guy we got to watch out for.
Yeah, man, Demario Davis is quietly one of the best linebackers in football.
He has been for years.
Yes, he has.
He always was with the Jets. Just as when you're a Jet, when you're a Jet, you're not going to get recognized. But since he's gone to the Saints, he's been their best defensive player outside of Cameron Jordan.
That play right there by Davis was phenomenal. He closed the one gap and still remained on the edge to just make the play. The dude's phenomenal. Honestly, the more I watch Demario Davis, the more I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Every time I watch the Saints game, the guy just pops out to me. 2nd and 13, Lamar drops back. He'll throw. Caught! 1 yard short is...
Oh, he's still on his feet. Saints can't tackle number...
Is that Demarcus Robinson?
Demarcus Robinson.
The former Chief, I believe.
Demarcus Robinson. He just a yard short of the first down marker, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1. But yeah, back to Lamar and him getting paid. I mean, a moment like this, a game like this is really going to exactly prove to the Ravens that, hey, maybe he is worth what he's asking for, because he has no targets tonight. He has rookies. He has young guys, depth pieces.
Well, you can make an argument he already has, especially, the Thursday night game against the Bucs.
Yeah, you're right. But this is really going to showcase to the Ravens how much he's worth. And that's a read option. He'll get a first down, does Lamar.
Yep.
Easy call by the Ravens and Harbaugh. Very easy call. Hey, what's going on, Michelle? What's GT saying? Let's go Saints and fuck the Saints. I hope he doesn't get paid with Baltimore. I hope he goes and gets money with the Lions or something. I could see that. One of these teams is going to pay him Boku bucks. If the Ravens ain't going to pay him, Lamar will have no problem walking and going to some other squad. And honestly, I think him and Campbell will be a great duo. Not saying he will go to the Lions, but I could see a GT.
Lamar, he fakes the run. He goes to throw, and it's caught.
Touchdown! That is Isaiah Likely.
That was a damn good play and a damn good pass by Lamar.
Yep. That is what you call a fake out, man. A lot of lead blockers, they fake the run, they fake the pitch, and boom. Likely wide open.
On the money, too.
On the money, indeed.
The Ravens get the first points on the board with 6.
See, that's just... That's what Lamar Jackson brings to the offense, is that confusion, that wonder, that what's he going to do now? Oh, he has the ball in his hands, he's going to run, he's got all those blockers. You forget he has a target like Likely up there.
And the extra point by Tucker is, I mean, what'd you expect? It's good. It's grand.
And just like that, the Ravens are up 7-0 already. Why can't we score like that? I don't know. I don't have that answer.
Because, I don't know, man. Matt Canada.
Ravens lose, Steelers can get within 2 games in the loss column, guess not. I mean, oddly, there's still a mathematical way we could win the division with Watt coming back. But as long as Canada's still with the team,
I'm not holding my breath.
No, not one bit. Sup, SteelTwins, who you rooting for? The Saints. Always.
Yeah, New Orleans. Nolans.
Anytime the Ravens face anybody, I'm rooting against the team that's facing the Ravens. So let's go Saints for now, for another 3 hours, and then it'll be Saints week for us Steelers, man. But it's not looking good so far as the Ravens are up 7-0. They had a hell of a drive. They're converting a lot of third downs, mixing it up a lot, and boom, now the Saints can't get anything going.
No, they can't, and they got to.
Yes, they do. They got.
Despite the end, I mean, Lamar's got. He's got backups for targets at this point.
Like I recommended in the pregame, the way to beat the Ravens is the same way the Ravens beat other teams. They use Lamar. Who's your most Lamar-like weapon? Taysom Hill. You got to beat him through his legs, through his creativity, through his Swiss Army ability. Just drain the clock, run with him, let him be your lead guy at this point.
Well, with the addition of Roquan Smith and what he's done so far, it's kind of hard to run with a guy like Taysom Hill.
Well, if you
they can't even do it with Alvin Kamara.
But that's because Kamara's in the backfield. If you insert him in like wildcats or read options or mix some things up, line him up as a slot guy, get the ball in his hands, Hill can make some magic going.
There's no doubt about that. I want to expect a lot of running from
No, but
New Orleans, though.
It wouldn't be the traditional run you see from the Saints.
No.
It's not like they're going to insert Hill in Kamara's place. No, they're going to use Hill very similar to a West Coast quarterback.
And they've showcased it. They definitely can.
There's a reason he had 3 touchdowns a few weeks ago. There's a reason he had 60 yards on the ground last week. They got to get him going. It's the way you're going to beat the Ravens right now. You have no playmakers outside of Olave and somewhat Kamara, but he's been quiet. You have Andy Dalton, an aging Andy Dalton, as your quarterback. Saints got to get some things going.
Well, let's see if they do on this next drive as the Ravens and Justin Tucker prepare to kick it off.
And the Saints officially have possession. They will return this. He is taken out to 21. Here comes Andy Dalton once more. Where we at in the chat? Shake it off, Saints. Come on. One more 3 and out. I'm cracking open the beer. All right, I already beat you to it, man. I already beat you to it. Shout out to Iron City, man. SteelTwins, Ravens, and Browns are my most hated teams. What about you? Elephants, answer your question. That's a good question, man. That's going to take some thinking. I definitely hate the Ravens. I hate the Browns just because of certain fan base. except a couple people we know personally. Shout out to Loose Cannon. Shout out to Unger to the Max. I guess I got to put the hate in the Bengals, too, just because of the history we have with them. Especially the mid-2010s and the mid-2000s. My God. I hate the Cowboys. A part of me still hates the Patriots. But I'd probably say more so, I'd agree with you, Browns and Ravens. And speaking of Taysom Hill, they use him this exact way.
And he trucks a guy, but he doesn't get much yardage after that. There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag.
Holding on the offense. So take that back.
The Bucs offense has to become an anemic as the Steelers took them over 59 minutes to score an offensive touchdown. Yeah, I mean, it took for the rookie tight end to score a touchdown in the final seconds of the game to win them the game. I mean, the Bucs offense is just, they're not there. They have all their star power. They just can't get nothing going, man. They definitely can't get the run game going. It's probably worse than ours, which makes me feel a little better. Oh, that's batted down.
Yes, it is batted down. I was about to say, wait a minute, but it's batted down. That was Calais Campbell in there.
I keep forgetting he's in the league. That dude's still making plays. Calais Campbell, man, shout to him. Former long-term Cardinal. Former Jaguar, who really gave us a lot of nightmares in that 2017 year. And now he's still making plays with the Ravens, man. What a Hall of Fame career he's having, huh?
He's 36 years old.
Still making plays. That's a football player.
He's played 15 seasons, man. It's crazy.
No signs of slowing down either, man. He might hit 40. Second and 20 now. Dalton drops back. Drops it down to Kamara, who makes a hell of a catch. He'll get most of the yards back. Finally taken down by Humphrey. That'll be a 10-plus yard gain there. It'll be a third and manageable. I don't know how Kamara caught this one. Wow, good grab, good grab.
And one-handed right there.
Excuse me, I'm just saying, what's the update on Kamara and the whole Pro Bowl situation?
No idea.
Is it just me or is Kamara falling off? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, I know he's made 5 straight Pro Bowls, but something about him just seems like he's falling off to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Dalton goes to drop back.
They run a heavy blitz and they get to him.
Sacked.
The classic hardball third down play. Justin Houston. Another guy that I keep forgetting is in the league these days and still making plays, man.
And that will end the first quarter.
That's the thing. That's the thing with the Ravens. They got some aging guys in the front seven like Houston and Calais Campbell, but they're still making plays like right there on that drive. When it's third down, you can definitely anticipate a Ravens blitz. They got to Dalton there. 7-0 Ravens up after 1. Second quarter coming up. I think Miles Boykin will take Chase Claypool's spot. Do you agree with me, or do you think someone else will take his spot? I think it'll be a mix between him and Sims for sure. But I think we see a lot more Pat Freiermuth inserted. I think more targets is seen his way. More towards Pickens. Please. Anytime we get the ball in Muth or Pickens' hands, good things happen this year.
Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah, I definitely think Freiermuth should have more targets thrown his way, just based off the dependability that he has proven that he has.
Right.
You know, Pickens, I mean, it's obvious they have faith in him. You know, they like his potential. All of us do.
We need to get DJ involved more, too. I mean, I know he still has his issues with the hands and stuff, but we need to... And this can be said for literally every single other receiver on the team. We need to draw them up better. But especially Deontay, because he's getting paid $18 million a year. I seen a graphic literally right before we went live where it showed Tyreek Hill. He has 1,100 plus receiving yards already, and compared to all the other teams around the league in total yards from receivers combined, like the Bears, like the Giants, like the Titans. I think I saw, what other team is there? I know I saw the Steelers, many other teams over there. But Tyreek Hill has more yards himself than most teams in the league do combined with all their receivers. But difference between all those other teams and us, we have a receiver that's earning $18 million.
Yeah.
Why aren't we drawing him up more? Why aren't we having him earn his paycheck? I know he's not really doing his part on his end of his stick, but let's get him involved and let's start having him earn that paycheck.
When he's doing sideline shots fucking 13 times a game.
That's the problem.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
He also doesn't have a touchdown this year.
Yeah, he hasn't had 100 receiving yards in a game yet this year.
No.
He hasn't.
And he got $18 million. He's getting $18 million.
That's Matt Canada's scheme right there.
Yes, it is.
And yes, players could execute better. I understand that, but
Yeah,
how are you supposed to execute when you're doing the same plays every single week? You can't do it. It's not possible.
Dashy, thank you. You're our swear jar. I suppose alert. Which I still need to get a emoji for the chat for the swear jar. That way, when I curse and I don't even realize it, that you guys can put the swear jar. Because I actually filled it up. It's mostly quarters now, which I want to make that a thing now. Like quarters and dimes, maybe nickels, sure, but pennies and all that, nah. You ain't gonna get nothing with pennies. That's what
we're back, and the Saints are going to punt it. And that's not that great.
That's not a good one.
That bounces off the 50, but it's a positive bounce as it bounces back all the way
to the 30
33-yard line.
Yep. Let's see where we at. That's what a bad offensive line will do to you. Yeah. Do you think we will win Sunday? Maybe not impressively, but I something tells me we could win. I have the Steelers winning in this week's pick'ems. I will say that. Although I'm not confident, I'm just going to pick the Steelers.
I don't know, man.
Right.
I just don't know. First and 10.
They go I for him. Lamar gives it to Drake. Drake will get a couple yards on the ground. He'll fight for a quick 4 yards there.
Wow.
Ravens winning the Super Bowl now that Josh Allen will be out. The Ravens are not winning the Super Bowl. They are not.
No, I put my money on the Dolphins to do it. Honestly,
If it's
the way they've looked pretty solid.
if it's not the Bills, I'm thinking the Eagles. They're probably one of the most legit teams in the NFL. They give it to Drake again, and he gets stuffed. He'll get maybe a yard. It'll be a third and very manageable coming up. But the running backs ain't going nowhere today so far. Yeah, Josh Allen did get hurt. That kind of sucks to hear.
Yeah.
See how severe that is. But they got a crazy matchup this weekend versus the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings surprisingly 7-1 this year. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people would have thought that.
I don't know if it's impressive though.
I don't know.
Like, don't get me wrong. Being 7-1 is an incredibly hard task. They dump it down to Drake. He'll get a first down.
Got it. Just got there. It was 3rd and 4, and he just got the first down right there on a good play.
Going 7-1 or going like the Eagles undefeated, or honestly getting any victory in the NFL, I suppose, is a tough task. I'm not trying to discredit the Vikings. I just don't know if that's legit enough. You know,
they had to fight back against the Commanders just yesterday.
Right. That's impressive.
No, but I'm saying the fact they were down against a team like the Commanders. The Commanders ain't that great.
No.
They fight, I'll give them that, but they're not a great team.
No, I mean, I just don't know if they're as legit as any other teams. You know what I mean? Like, I could see, like, they're probably going to make the playoffs.
Oh, there's no doubt they're making
But I don't see them going far.
No.
The Vikings,
Kirk Cousins in the postseason.
Here's the thing with the Vikings, man. They're very similar to the Chargers. They're better than the Chargers, but they just have the same path where you can't really trust them. They have a poor history.
Yeah.
So you can't trust them. That's how I feel with the Vikings. Where with the Eagles, they've looked legit in almost every single game they played.
They're actually the team that gave Minnesota their one loss, and they did it in dominant fashion in primetime. And Lamar goes to throw.
Oh!
Incomplete, tore it out of bounds. There were two Saints covering
Robinson. I don't know what Lamar was seeing, but it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up. Again, I'm not trying to discredit the Vikings and what they're doing. 7-1's a very, very good record. Tough to come by. They just seem to me as a one and done team if they make the playoffs. Why don't we use Derek Watt more? I don't know. He got our last touchdown of the season thus far. He got our only touchdown versus the Eagles.
3rd and 9. Lamar goes to drop back. He's pressured.
Oh, he escapes.
Oh, he lost
Cam
the ball.
Jordan.
He lost the ball, and he's going to throw it.
I'll be damned.
Deep.
I'll be damned.
And it's incomplete.
I was going to say, no fucking way Lamar's going to do that,
He
man.
targeted Deshaun Jackson down the sideline. He just couldn't haul it in.
What a wild play.
That was tight coverage right there.
What a wild play by Lamar, man. That's the magic he can cause. Escapes Cam Jordan, loses the ball.
He picks it back up immediately before Jordan could get to the ball and him. And he threw it, and Jackson just couldn't haul it in.
No, I mean, that's a great play by Alontae Taylor deep. He put it in good position. Just a great play by the defense. What a wild play, man. And that was a scary fair catch there, but he got it. And the Saints get another chance to try to get points on the board. Yep.
After this commercial break.
I realized I just forgot to switch the possessions, but it's all right. I got to get used to that. Might be using this scoreboard more, so I got to get used to doing the possessions more. Where are we at? A lot of coaches and staff got fired today, but Matt Canada still has his job for some reason, says Chris Melton. I don't get it, man. The Colts fired everybody. But we can't fire the dude that is not the sole reason, but one of the main reasons why we're dead last in almost every offensive category. And we had a bye week.
Speaking of the Colts,
that's what pisses me off.
Speaking of the Colts, this is a odd quote by, at least to me, it's odd.
By who?
By Colts owner Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay's a weird motherfucker. Swear jar.
Well, listen to this. Jim Irsay said, and I quote, "I don't know how to make sausage. I don't know what goes into sausage. But I do know how to build a football team. I've been doing this for 50 plus years."
Where the hell does sausage come from? What does sausage have to do with this? What? 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 What is he talking? What is he on, man? What is he on? And he knows how to make a good football team?
He also said,
I don't believe that.
He also said on why people should trust him. He said, "I never hired a losing coach. It's right there in black and white." And these are quotes that were posted on Twitter by
he's not wrong there.
By My Sports Update on Twitter.
He's not incredibly wrong there.
He's not.
Arguably, probably the worst head coach he had that he hired was probably outside of Frank Reich right now, maybe Chuck Pagano.
It was definitely Chuck Pagano.
But I mean, Tony Dungy, Jim Caldwell in the Peyton Manning days. Right. I mean, it was prime Colt years. Even Andrew Luck, right? I know they had Bruce Arians for a year or two there. I know he wasn't their head coach. Was he their head coach? He was the quarterback.
Chuck Pagano, I think he had cancer, or he was diagnosed with some illness. I think it was cancer. And Arians filled in as the interim head coach. He actually won the interim head coach of the year.
Right, and he would ultimately become the Cardinals coach, and the rest is history for him.
I think that year, it was one of Luck's earliest years, and I think they made the postseason that year, which caused Arians to get the job in Arizona.
Yep. We know what he did in Arizona, and then he went to Tampa Bay, and the rest is history. Yep. But Jim Irsay, what the hell is he talking about? And no, he cannot build a good football team. Not consistently. I know you got to go through. If he drops back, was it Adam Trotman, is that?
Number 82, yeah, Adam Trotman. Okay, well, Jim Irsay, if he knew how to build a football team, he would have had... He wouldn't have to deal or make his head coach deal with a different quarterback in 5 different consecutive seasons.
Exactly. I know.
Let's sign Phillip Rivers.
I know.
Let's trade for Carson Wentz.
I know.
Let's trade for Matt Ryan.
I know. Like organizations are gonna have to go through their transition years, like we are right now, and I think that's a flag.
But you can't go with fill-in guys, especially guys like Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan that are basically at the end of their fucking Hall of Fame careers.
He struck gold with Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck, and that's it. Other than that, the fuck.
Like the year Andrew Luck retired, I mean, yeah, you had to go with Brissett. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, come on, after that, you should already know, bro. We gotta get a franchise. Yeah. We'll make an aggressive move for a great quarterback.
And they have yet to do that.
I don't know. Just a small Colts discussion. It was just a weird comment from Jim Irsay I saw on Twitter. But they canned it.
The fuck was that?
They ran it on 2nd and 7, and it just Ravens' run defense is just so stellar tonight.
That was Taysom Hill with that was a weird motion, weird handoff. That went nowhere. Looks like we're about to get
They cannot run the ball today.
Looks like Saints about to get a 3-and-out here. What the hell? What was that?
Nope.
The Russian defense is here to play today, man. 3rd and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton back at quarterback. Oh, they got him jumping. There's a flag. What's the flag?
And that may be on Baltimore.
The hard count and got the defensive lineman jumping. Is it on the Ravens?
Neutral zone infraction. Yep.
Good hard count by Dalton. There'll be a 3rd and 3 now. That's a huge favor.
Got Justin Houston jumpy.
He got him going quick. $10 minutes left in the second quarter, man.
So it moves it from a 3rd and 8 to a 3rd and 3.
Damn, he has 7 sacks right now?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
He's an ageless wonder. God. Dalton goes to throw. It's caught, but he's very short.
Jawan Johnson just goes nowhere there. You gotta imagine they bring on the punt team now.
I don't know why you go with that type of.
Why are you throwing below the chains?
I don't know why you go with that type of play there.
Why do offenses throw below the chains?
You got an even better opportunity to get a first down there, and you do that.
That's what I don't understand about NFL.
You do that.
That's what I don't understand about NFL offenses is, unless the opportunity shows itself, why do you throw below the chains when it's 3rd down? That's what pisses me off about the Steelers. Now I gotta watch it with the Saints.
Well, that's a punt.
Fair catch by Duvernay.
That's a nice punt
20.
there.
Ravens football.
Again.
Saints are seeing a lot of 3-and-outs, man. They can't get nothing going offensively. They got to figure something out. Otherwise, Lamar and company are just going to feast along, man. Yeah, Cam Jordan is a great football player. Kenny's definitely going to be running. A little too much running. Twins, I went back and I'm watching the Steelers 2020 season, but can we go back to 2004 Ben rookie year when they went 15-1? If we can at least go back to that culture and that mentality, that's enough for me. Because 100%, if we had that mentality and that culture in this locker room, we wouldn't be sitting at what, 2-6?
Yep.
We won't be sitting at 2-6 right now. Yeah, I don't know what Irsay was saying. Was he talking about sausage? What do you think of Brian Flores being the OC or defensive coordinator? I'd absolutely make him the defensive coordinator. What I would do if I'm Mike Tomlin, I am firing Matt Canada or releasing him of his duties, whatever nice business term you want to give him, whatever. Resign him or whatever the hell you want to do. Get rid of him. Sign an outside offensive coordinator. Frank Reach just got fired today. I'd gladly bring him in. Why not?
I don't know if he'd be my first option.
He wouldn't be my first option, but he'd be better than Canada.
I don't deny that.
I'd rather bring in someone that's a run game coordinator. Someone that knows how to run the ball. Someone that favors running the football. Someone knows the ins and outs of using a rushing game to benefit an offense and benefit the defense and benefit a young quarterback.
And you know who my guy is in that?
Whoever that is, I
know who that guy is. That's Pep Hamilton.
But he's not going to leave a coordinator spot to go to another coordinator spot. Under Mike Tomlin, maybe.
You're telling me he wouldn't want to, despite how Tomlin's looked, you're telling me he wouldn't take that offer to potentially coach for Mike Tomlin and get the fuck out of Houston?
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with that. Okay? I have no problem with that. You know what my problem with that is? He should be our offensive coordinator right now. You want to know why? We fucking interviewed him this past offseason as a minority interview because that was a requirement.
I'll tell you
That's the only reason we interviewed him is because he was a requirement due to the minority rule. But we ultimately went with Canada.
We still stuck with Canada. And if the time calls for it, if that chance is available, the Steelers can redeem themselves. Hamilton honestly should already be our offensive coordinator.
That pisses me off. I'm sorry. That really pisses me off.
If the opportunity is right there for the Steelers, it's hard to pass up on that.
That really pisses me off.
Based off what Pep Hamilton has done for the Houston Texans, based off of how he has made Dameon Pierce look, a 4th-round rookie running back, be in that fucking offense.
God, that pisses me off. We interviewed him, but only interviewed him because we had to, not because we wanted to. That's the problem. And we still went with that bald-headed sack of shit from Maryland, from LSU. Jesus Christ. That's what pisses me off, man. But I agree. Pep Hamilton would be phenomenal.
Jackson throws deep, and it's, oh my God, it's caught Deshaun Jackson in bounds.
What a great throw. All right, him and Matthew having some talk. Let's take it back. Flag on the play.
Big play like that taken away because of... That is not Justin Houston.
But yeah, I'd love Pep Hamilton, but I don't know if he leaves a coordinator spot to go for another coordinator spot unless it makes sense for him to work with Mike Tomlin, who wouldn't want to work with Mike Tomlin year in and year out, despite everyone, not exactly being a big fan of Tomlin. And I'm honestly starting to get on that train because he's really starting to, his issues is really starting to be seen this year, and it's not because he's having a losing season. It's because he refuses to make no changes when we're having a losing season.
2nd and 15 for Baltimore. And it's a play action. Lamar, he was looking to throw deep, but he's pressured. He has to get rid of it. He throws
Chucks it down to Mike Davis.
He gets a good gain right there.
I'd sign an offensive coordinator from outside organization, and I'd promote Brian Flores. That's exactly what I'd do. To answer your question, yes, I would do that.
Now that's if Tomlin's not calling the shots.
But that's the problem. He probably will remain.
And why do you think you promoted the guys from within?
That's the only in-house promotion I wouldn't mind because he actually came from outside the organization.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I love Brian Flores.
Lamar feeling the pressure. Chunks it down short.
Josh Oliver, first down and more.
He'll get 20 on the game there. Wow. First down. The Jackson trade reminds me of the Avery Williamson trade, says Electric Visuals. I can see that. I mean, he hasn't practiced yet. That back injury is still affecting him. We made a short about that's one of his biggest worries. He has a bulging disc, he said?
That's according to him, yeah. Now, although he said that it's a non-factor, but apparently it is because now it's reoccurring. The reoccurring issues with the guy, man. And he just turned 30 not too long ago, just about a week ago.
Yeah.
He just turned 30, and we know how cornerbacks are when it comes to them being 30 or older.
Lamar's going to run. He'll get about 6-7 on the ground there. Steelers drafting a quarterback in next draft? No, they're not. No.
Why would they do that?
That'd be a silly move.
Why would they do that? It's not necessary. We got more important positions to look at and take care of.
Agreed.
And pick up.
Sebastian says we need a Sirianni kind of offensive genius in Pittsburgh, man. We do. We do. God, we haven't had that in years. Hear me out. We lose out. Bears lose out. We get the top pick and the Bears' highest pick and win the Super Bowl next year, says Elephant.
Do we pull Cincinnati?
No.
Hell no. Maybe we win this time.
No.
No, that's not happening. We ain't going back to Super Bowl for quite a bit, honestly.
Nope. I honestly think we don't go back to Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin. That's how I'm starting to feel, man. I know I'm kind of late on the train there. I know a lot of people have already been saying that for years, but they're starting to be proven right, man, if Mike Tomlin doesn't start, putting his fucking foot down. Draft all offensive linemen? I agree. God knows we need to build the O-line.
Yep. We need that for damn sure.
Everyone keeps throwing out Will Anderson. That'd be great. Him and Watt is filthy. And there's no way you block either of them. You can't. Not without double teaming, but even then, that's still impossible. But, God, you got to build either line.
And listen, hold on. This play's going to happen. Lamar keeps a hold of the ball.
Oh, wow.
On a 3rd and 3, he gets the first down and more. The Ravens offense driving down the field. They're just owning this game right now in New Orleans.
Yep, they're going down the field. 5:30 and counting left in the second quarter.
See, Will Anderson, I love Will Anderson. There's no doubt that he is arguably going to be the number 1 pick. He's a great edge rusher.
Well, I wouldn't say
will
that.
be in the NFL. Yeah, he's arguable.
He's arguable. He probably will. He might, but, you can't forget the quarterbacks.
No, of course not. But it also depends on if anybody's going to want to trade back or trade up for the guy.
That's months
or
from
whatever.
now. That's months from now. Lamar throws. Dart to Prochet.
Oh, he landed on his head. But he seems fine.
He does seem fine. That's another first down. Now under 5 minutes.
He bounced off his head. Jeez, that didn't look good.
The NFL provides I can't talk today. The NFL provides mediocre products, says Allen. Yeah, I agree. This has been the most boring NFL season I've watched. Ever since watching the NFL, if I'm being real with you. There's just nothing that's attached to me.
Not
this
one
year.
game has stood out to me. Not yet.
I can't tell you what the game of the year is because I can't remember. Maybe, honestly, it'll probably be the Dolphins and the...
Lamar! Deep pass! Overthrown to Robinson.
Yep.
See, Lamar knows he got to connect on that. It's a touchdown.
Saints Nola, who's a Saints fan, says horrible play calling, man. How are you feeling right now? Seeing the Ravens driving down the field and you guys going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, man. How are you feeling? What do you guys got to do to adjust and try to take this game back as the first half winds down? And he just missed Robinson by a foot. Yeah, Jim Irsay did hire Jeff Saturday as the interim head coach. I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's just saying fuck it for now.
Saints got another injury.
That's not good. Hey, White 6, a.k.a. The Fiend, is in the building. What's up, Fiend? He is a member. Yes, he is. You are a member of the STM Plus. Fiend, I appreciate it.
Appreciate the support, man.
We all appreciate it, man. I'm sure Uncle Howdy appreciates it.
Yeah, the mystery of the white rabbit, huh?
I don't know what that story's going right now, but I'm intrigued. I don't know how it's going to end. I don't know what more is going to be added. But we got months of this. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. Let's see. I think TikTok has ruined the Steelers' mindset. We're too worried about dancing and kicking ass. Thankfully, most of those guys are out of the locker room now. Juju's gone. Claypool's gone. Who else? Does anyone else do TikToks on the roster? I know.
No.
Maybe Marcus Allen. Does he? I don't know.
He does Instagram live.
Yeah. Well, what's the fucking difference?
Yeah. Do you go live on TikTok?
I don't know. I don't care for the app.
I'm asking the chat.
I've never once in my life downloaded that app.
That's like the only difference if you can't go live on TikTok. It's got like a billion freaking downloads.
I don't even like it when my own family watches it. That's how much I despise the fucking app. I don't know what the ins and outs of that damn thing is. You'll never see me ever get a TikTok. Ever.
Nope.
Never. Did Malik already take over the quarterback one spot? No.
No. Tannehill's been dealing with an ankle injury, so Malik had to step in.
No. And Malik was rough last night. What the hell was he doing at the end of the game? Doing way too much. Yeah, dude, he stood no chance.
What do you have, like 16 attempts or something, maybe a little more? He only completed 5 of those. But
Not one of them.
3 of those were in the first half.
Not one of them was to a wide receiver.
No.
He had no chance. He had 3 chances to go down the field and win the game for the Titans. Barely got down. He had no chance. And that's not entirely his fault. The Titans have nobody outside of Henry. And it's an incredibly tough task to ask someone to have his second career start in Arrowhead in prime time.
A raw prospect at that.
Leaning on Derrick Henry the last 2 weeks and then have to lean on him as the game's on the line. It's impossible. He stood no chance.
And you know why that was the case, though? It's because the Chiefs adjusted in the second half.
Right.
They made adjustments. They figured out a way to contain Derrick Henry, and they put the ball in Malik's hands knowing that they knew he was not ready for it.
Honestly, that's how you beat any team, honestly, with a rookie quarterback.
It's just so simple.
That's why Pickett's progression has been rough lately. Oh, Lamar!
He makes a man miss, and he gets the first down. It should be first and goal for the Ravens.
14-yard gain goes Lamar Jackson, man. He's just having a field day right now.
And he's got no number 1.
You knew he was going to use his legs. If he doesn't have anyone to throw to.
What the hell was Matthew doing there?
This is classic Lamar. This is Lamar in primetime. He has 39 rushing attempts. Or 30, no, God.
39 hold up.
Lamar, 110 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown.
And he keeps a hold of it. And he's just taken down.
He goes nowhere there.
At the line of scrimmage, just saw nothing, just went down.
Sorry, guys, didn't know you live watching WWE. No, that's good, man. Patrick, you're good. You're good, man. Honestly, I don't blame you for watching WWE right now because, honestly, this game's not that intriguing. It's very highly defensive as expected. I mean, so many injuries on both sides of the team. The Saints can't get nothing going. This is one-sided at the moment.
2nd and 10 now. Got less than 3 minutes left in the second quarter. More play action. He gives it.
Kenyon Drake.
And Drake,
He might have gotten the first, but they are 2 yards shy of the touchdown.
But he got the first down, so now it will be second or first and goal this time.
What college football team do you guys support? The Panthers. Pitt Panthers. We're an all Pittsburgh, I suppose, team or whatnot.
All Pittsburgh sports supporters.
Pretty much. What would you do if the Steelers go to Josh Rosen route and draft a quarterback in the draft? I would dislike it. That'd be stupid. That would make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's bad enough the past couple drafts the team has been set back for years because these past draft classes have not aged well long term.
And he hands it to Kenyon Drake, touchdown, Baltimore. And they are up 13-0 at the 2-minute warning. New Orleans could not get anything going. They can't stop anybody.
Nope.
Whatsoever. And this is in their own stadium. They can't get anything going. And all Baltimore has is Lamar Jackson on offense. That's it. Everybody else is a backup.
Yep. I hate myself right now. I freaking hate myself right now because at the beginning of the day I was gonna have Kenyon Drake and likely have touchdowns. I'm like, you know what? Let me take a break. And
You always tell me that. The guys that you think are gonna score, and then you tell me, like, oh, I should have done that.
Because I had it on the app.
I told you this yesterday. I told you this earlier today. I'm gonna tell you again, okay? And listen,
I'm deleting. I gotta delete the app. I gotta stop.
You need to take a break from it. You need to stop that shit. But I'm telling you right here, if you are confident in something that may happen in a game, just fucking go for
But
it.
it doesn't-
Don't double think. Don't question yourself. If you're confident and that may happen in the game, you go for it.
I'm going to take that advice. Thank you. But listen.
And stop asking me if I think, do you think this is going to... Like I fucking know.
I don't know, maybe you do know. You want to know why? Because
I'm not a psychic.
fuck you, all right?
Okay?
I didn't call for a lecture.
You need one.
I need to delete that ad. That's what I need to do.
Do it now.
I have no fucking luck.
Your phone's right there. Do
I'm
it
a
now.
Ravens fan. Lamar is the obvious MVP. Who else would? He's not the obvious MVP. He's not even in the top 3 running in my book.
Now, I say the favorite for me is Jalen Hurts. He's looked great this year. And the amount of touchdowns he has on the year is pretty good.
Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know about Josh Allen. He's been a little iffy, especially in that last performance. And especially if he's hurt, that could tamper his MVP
I'm
odds.
talking right now.
And right now, he's hurt. That could tamper his MVP odds. Even if he may not be out for a little bit, who's to say that the lingering issue, even if he plays, ain't going to hurt him?
I agree. He's the front runner now for me. With the injury, obviously, he's not going to remain the front runner. If that was the case, Carson Wentz would have won MVP in 2017.
As a matter of fact, you know who another guy is?
Who?
Geno Smith.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
tell me, no. Tell me I'm lying.
Geno Smith.
Are you kidding me?
Kidding me?
The man's been balling this year.
MVP.
Yeah. Guy's balling this year, man. Yeah. Man, the Jets wish.
You said MVP.
The Jets wish, man. Those many years ago, second round pick, they fucking wish.
MVP?
He's looked great. He's looked good.
He's looking kind of legit, but not MVP. What are you talking about?
Let's be honest. The MVP race this year ain't that great.
No, it's not. That's why I don't
So
know.
that's why it's on the open. Jalen Hurts could get it. Geno Smith could get
Smith
it.
is not winning MVP.
Yeah. That's fucking wide open, dude. That's wide open. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a running back gets it this year.
Who?
Derrick Henry. He keeps his train going like he was last year until he got hurt.
Why don't you give it to Justin Tucker at this fucking point?
Yeah, make it 14 points, Dan. And the Saints got to have the ball.
Shit.
Okay, there you go.
Saints have the ball. Yeah, Frank Reach fired today. The Steelers going to give him a call?
Not till after the season.
Here's the answer. No. Tyreek Hill MVP. There you go.
Can a wide receiver get it? Yeah. It'll be the first time.
He's not going to win it. If Cooper Kupp didn't win it last year, he's not going to win it.
Okay, but Tyreek Hill's he's like setting all sorts of records already.
No, he is.
With Tua.
He's not going to fucking... Oh, that's batted down.
Yep, incomplete.
The MVP is Mahomes. I think Mahomes is going to win it, ultimately. I think
That might go back to Mahomes,
I think the front runners right now is Allen, Hurts, and Mahomes. I think Mahomes he's getting going right now. Him and Juju are connecting. Kelsey's still great. Like, the Chiefs are really starting to get back on that Chiefs level.
Yeah, the loss of Tyreek Hill has not affected them one bit. It's fucking crazy.
Right.
And the Ravens received the second half kickoff. And they
And
run the ball with
Kamara,
Kamara. It's
finally.
actually the most productive run they've had all game. It's a 9-yard gain.
Finally, Kamara had a lane. But still third down. Clock winds down under 2 minutes. 1:42 to go. Just get the first. They sneak it. First down.
Yeah, they get it easily.
Easy call. Oh, Steelers going. Excuse me. Jim says, the Steelers going to be the same team after the bye, or will they be different Steelers? Go Steelers. They'll be a little different with Watt back, but not drastically. Unless TJ is incredibly that impactful, which he honestly might be. We're not going to see much change. And another Saint is down. Who is that?
Yep.
Another Saints injury.
It's hard to tell right now. And they're going to go to a commercial break. I can't even tell who the injured Saint is. Maybe a lineman, I'm not sure. What the hell, phone? Come on.
That golf kid. Really, man? Really? Let's freaking go. Ravens up 14-0 right now, man. They're up 14-0 for a reason. Both touchdowns by Likely and Drake. And I knew they were going to score, but I didn't fucking... shut up. We need to trade down for a haul. The best thing the franchise could ever do is get themselves multiple first-round picks like the Dolphins and Giants did. Mini rebuild works. Yep, I agree. They haven't done that in a very long time and possibly ever, honestly. And that's because, Colbert never wanted to trade down or he rarely even traded up for somebody.
Unless it was very necessary.
Right.
Hence Bush.
Yeah. Other times, of course, worked for Troy and Holmes.
Yeah.
But new front office.
New administration.
Exactly. I think that option is a lot more open than it ever was.
Yeah, of course.
I think Khan knows that.
Based off what Khan's done already?
I think Khan and Waddle know that. And it depends where they pick. It might be a lot earlier than we think. It might not be, bottom 10. It might be top 5. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, the way this season's going, the sooner the pick, the better. Although I still want to see this team remain competitive. But the option's a lot more favorable now, especially where we pick, because we could see quarterbacks going early. Every single draft, guys drop for some reason because everyone's draft boards are different. So, yeah, we can absolutely trade back and still get the guys we need and get a lot of multi-year, multi-Pro Bowl year guys that, honestly can be franchise pieces. And most of that is on the offensive line, possibly a corner.
Andy Dalton, he's pressured, he throws.
Caught!
And moves the change. That's a first down. That's number 10. That's Traquan Smith.
105 and counting. They got to hurry. They still have 2 timeouts. They're pretty much in midfield.
Got a minute left in the first half, second quarter.
They need 7 here. Caught!
Marquise Callaway.
50 seconds and counting. No huddle. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going.
They still have 2 timeouts. They had one of their timeouts was taken because Eric McCoy got hurt.
They're wasting time. 40 seconds. Come on. What the fuck are you doing? Caught by Callaway again. First down to the 32-yard line.
And they'll use their second timeout on this one with 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
That injury timeout really hurts. They only have 1 now. $33 seconds after the timeout. Do you think Joe Mixon wins FedEx Ground Player of the Week? Absolutely. 5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Of course.
No brainer. Yep.
Ravens taking the division? They probably are. Without offensive line, your offense will sputter as we have seen. Many teams have done it this year, man. But unfortunately, we're one of those teams, even though we made some free agency acquisitions, barely. Tips it down to Kamara, but he goes nowhere.
Oh, God. Why would you do that type of play?
Another great play made by Roquan
And then they got to
Smith.
use it. They just wasted their last time out.
Yeah, that's a stupid play.
Why would you do that? Oh, my God.
That's silly.
It's so stupid.
That's a phenomenal play by Roquan.
Yeah, he reads it beautifully. That's the type of player he is.
Damn. Man, I really wish he was a Steeler. I know we would have to pay him boku bucks, but him and Jack would have been deadly. I already know we have so much money invested on the defense, but that would have been phenomenal. Every play Roquan has made tonight has been productive.
He's got 3 tackles, but those 3 tackles came up in big, crucial moments.
Pierre Paul's a Raven?
Yes, he's a Raven.
Man, what is this? God, man.
That's the Ravens, dude. They always bring in aging defensive guys, but they still manage to be
if
very
these guys
good.
were, if this was 2014, Jesus, God.
Well, they had to find a way to fill the void of Matthew Judon.
God. Dalton, throw.
Caught!
What a grab by Olave. Down within the 15. He gets out of bounds. 20 seconds. Great hands.
I think that was Marcus Peters in coverage, and it was.
Peters sucks, man.
And Peters is made
What a scrub.
silly. He looks silly right there.
What a scrub.
It's 1st and 10, 20 seconds left. Saints have a big opportunity there at the 15-yard line. Dalton takes a snap.
End zone shot.
Oh, it's off the hands of Callaway. He had it.
It was a little high. Let's take a look at this replay.
It was right there.
Oh, just a little high. Off the left hand of Callaway.
Low out of reach. He had a hand on it. He just couldn't haul it in.
Dalton knows it. 15 seconds. They still have a chance. Now this game's warming up. Snap. Dalton draws back. Throws end zone.
He did a pump fake, and it's off the hand of Callaway.
That was Olave.
Olave.
3rd and 10, 11 seconds. They have time for one more play. But they have to, it's either end zone shot, sideline shot, something. They cannot do anything that will force time to run out.
It was Marlon Humphreys in coverage. He gets his hands in there. Prevents the touchdown. Shut down indeed.
Humphreys is very impressive.
11 seconds, 3rd and 10. Still at the 15-yard line. He takes a snap.
He's got clean pocket.
He
End
throws.
zone shot. Overthrown for Olave again.
3 opportunities, and they can't get it in.
Nope, 3 end zone shots.
And
no success.
Dalton is pissed.
Dalton knows it.
Back in his heyday, he probably would have made those throws.
Yep.
Man, just couldn't get it in. That one to Callaway, man. That's really biting them. As they show the replay. So Will Lutz will kick a 33-yard field goal attempt, and it's good.
And the Saints finally get on the board.
That's half. That's it.
It took until the end of the first half, but there you have it. 14-3 is the score heading into the first half.
Or the end of the first half.
Heading into halftime. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, the Ravens will get the ball back. And they are hot right now. Really, really hot.
And they're doing this with 0 starters outside of Lamar.
Yep.
Lamar's got nothing and nobody but backups.
Pretty much.
Backup running backs, backup tight ends, backup receivers. 35-year-old Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
And they're leading right now, 14-3 right there.
Yep, against a very solid Saints defense, man.
They put up as many points as the Steelers can this season in 2 quarters with backups.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, the Steelers will be fully healthy on offense. Deontay, Pickens, Muth, Najee, Warren, Pickett, offensive line, all of them will be fully healthy. 110%. Knock on wood. Thank you. I don't know.
I know what you mean.
I don't know.
I know where you're going with this.
I don't know.
And this is also in their house. This is in the Saints' house.
Yeah.
In the Superdome. We host the Saints next week, man. What I'm getting from the Saints thus far, not that impressive. Their offense is dead. Olave's incredible. Kamara has a good run or two here and there, but nothing's going good for him up until that last drive where they showed some life but could not get the job done. I'm surprised how the defense of the Saints has let up the past couple drives, man. You know, they're really good. I know they don't have a lot more tonight, but, you know, even then, seeing who Baltimore has, who Lamar has to throw to, and seeing how he's still making magic happen. Most of that is due to his capability of running the football. That's what makes Lamar Jackson pretty, I don't want to say unstoppable, but tough to game plan against.
What makes him stick out, that's for sure.
Definitely. And it's working, and Lamar's, you know, just making magic. You have to give Lamar credit. He's making magic today. Well, I'm getting from the Saints, though. Not that impressive. And next week's incredibly winnable. The Saints could come.
It should be.
The Saints could come back into the second half, take the lead. The Ravens have had a tough chance of holding on to leads. They've done it better the past couple weeks than they have when the season first started. But, you know, once you have that reputation, you know, it's kind of hard to get away from it.
Yep.
Just ask the Falcons. Ask the Chargers. Even still, right?
Or hell, the Raiders just yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. 17-0. To the Jags.
It was, yeah. To the Jags.
Anything can happen, man. The Saints can come out, and they can continue to use what they had, that momentum there towards the end of the first half. And, you know, if the defense of the Saints can bolster up and try to limit Lamar, and everyone can just step their game up, maybe they can pull out a dub here before they head up to Pittsburgh next week. But right now, they're not looking impressive, while the Ravens are looking very, very solid. That's the difference between a winning team and a losing team right there. Steelers never beat Saints. No, they really don't.
That's true, too. The Saints just tend to have our number.
Yep.
I don't know what it is or why. Maybe it's the battle of the black and gold. I have no freaking clue.
Right. That was also when they had Breeze and all that, too, though. Obviously, they don't have Breeze no more. What year was that? Was that I want to say 2015? It was the 40th anniversary of Super Bowl 9, I think it was. I think it was Super Bowl 9.
Yeah, it was right after our bye week, too.
Yeah, it was when it was the game.
And it was in Heinz Field.
It was the game Kenny Stills torched our defense. Remember that?
I also remember 2019.
Yep. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Don't say that.
New Orleans.
Oh, no. Why'd you have to say that?
Yeah. That was the last time we faced New Orleans.
God, why'd you have to say that?
Drew Brees cooked our defense. Kamara owned us.
And of course, that bullshit pass interference on Hayden in the end zone on Kamara.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't.
No.
And of course, let's not forget the way the game ended.
Yeah, Juju fumbled the ball.
God, that was a heart crusher. God, that game was a heart crusher, man. That almost sealed our fate that year. Actually, it did.
It did.
It did.
Because we went on to go up against Baltimore, and we didn't stand a chance.
No, man, that game really, oh, God, that still crushes me.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
that was a
tough.
heart crusher.
That was a tough loss. That was heartbreaking.
That was a heart crusher, man.
And that was right after we beat Tom Brady in New England.
Yep. That was a for sure heart crusher was that game, man. Man, that was rough.
I just realized, I'd say 2019 was probably 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
I know we lost to the Raiders, hilariously, then beat the Patriots, and then lost to the Saints. I believe in that order.
Yep.
That 2018 year, man. Oof. Last year, AB was a Steeler, too.
That was a crazy year.
Wow, that takes me back to some, rough times.
A lot of drama.
To some heart-crushing times. And even though this year isn't really heart-crushing because, you came into this year kind of expecting something like this. You wanted more competitiveness like I did, but, you can't always get what you want, right? But with that team and what we had and how it ended, that's heart-crushing. With this team and what we have this year, it's just hilariously bad to watch. That was then, this is now. Two stinky teams, one has to win. Home field advantage, right? Sure hope so. Keep in mind, folks, the Steelers have only won one game in Acrisure Stadium. One game.
Under the name.
And guess who the quarterback was that we beat?
Motherfucking GOAT himself.
Swear to God. Like, how's that happen? We still only have one win since changing our stadium name. Can we get 2 next week? Once we have a body, our Corvettes can start showing off, says Jesse Miller. I like that analogy. Pickett competes, but he's just not that good yet. No, he's a rookie quarterback. He's not going to come on and burst to the scene that great. But he's always been a fighter. He's always been someone that hates losing, someone that's always wants to win. So that's a good part of Pickett thus far. You sense that in him. Got injuries all around the league. Allen's dealing with an elbow injury. Aaron Jones is hurt. Rashawn Gary's out for the year. Injury bugs hitting, man. God, as long as it leaves us alone for the rest of the year. Because we're about to get our MVP back, man. I don't need no more injuries. We do not need no more injuries, man. That's terrible. They're just showing Peyton and Eli right now. That's always a hilarious watch. That was one of the best things ESPN could do was create the watch along with Peyton and Eli.
Yep.
And his special guest. Like, who could forget we've won with Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, that was great. Sharp wasn't having it.
I love how unfiltered it is, too. May not be that unfiltered. It's not like they can run off and do and say what they want, but it's hilarious. What's going on in chat? I really do think this is Cam. Really visuals. You think this is Cam's last year? I don't. I don't think Cam's going to retire yet. That'd be a shocker on my part. That'd be a shocker to me. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He's not looking that great right now. He's not causing a lot of interior pressure. He can only do so much in the run game. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I can see it considering he is 33. He doesn't look it. He doesn't play like it, but he's 33 years old.
I think he plays out his contract.
And that's another thing. He plays out his contract, and I think he wants to play more with his brother.
That's a good reason, too. Why would he retire when his brother just joined the team?
Yeah.
He's going to at least play out his contract.
Yeah.
He's going to play out till Connor Hayward gets a second contract. That's my feel.
Possibly.
You all see the Colt head coach got fired. Yeah, Frank Reich. Frank Reich got fired, man. I'd love the Steelers to interview him at some point next season, this upcoming offseason. I know they're not because they're not going to get a this is just my personal feel. They have to, but the way the Steelers have done it the past couple of years and the fact that they stick with their complacency, I don't see them getting aggressive and getting an offensive coordinator. They're either going to stick with Canada or they're going to promote with in-house again.
Which that's probably going to be Mike Sullivan.
That's a shame. They better not do that, man.
Ultimately, that's what I believe deep down in my heart. I believe that's what's going to happen.
But why are they so complacent? Why is it so hard for someone like Mike Tomlin to fire the guy that's led this offense to dead last and everything? Why?
I don't think it's just Tomlin. I think it's also Art.
Sure.
Art can do something about it.
You're right, he can.
If he wants to.
You're right.
If he cared to, but it's obvious he don't. If Art really cared about it, he would have told Tomlin.
It's all who's in charge.
He's the man in charge.
It's all who's in charge. All.
If Art cared like his father did, he would have talked to Tomlin, I'm sure. He may have already. We don't know. But I feel deep down he would have told Tomlin, bro, that guy's got to go. That guy's a problem. The players are vocal about that man.
But it's the guy that promotes, that chooses the next name ahead.
Even then,
He's been doing it too.
Art's still got to do something.
He's been doing that same fucking project too many times, and it hasn't worked.
And it has not worked, and Art should do something about it as the owner.
He don't give a fuck.
And that's the problem.
He's a business mindset. He's not a football mindset.
If Art's not going to give a fuck, if he's not going to care, then Tomlin knows he can get away with it.
That's the problem.
Everything that's been going on for years, Tomlin's gotten away with it.
I don't see much change.
And even when Ben's gone, he's still going to get away with it.
I don't see much change in this organization in the next couple of years just because these guys are so complacent. The head coach is just fine with whoever he has as his coordinators. You know, we've seen for many years when it was obvious certain guys had to go, and he didn't let them go, and he's not doing that now, and he even admitted that in a fucking interview before the bye week. We are dead last in everything offensively, and the dude said no to any offensive coordinator or any coordinator changes during the bye, while the Colts fired everybody.
When all Tomlin could do, he or even Art could fire Canada, get rid of him, and experiment with Sullivan. That don't work, you know what to do. After the season, you hit Frank Reich a call. Hey, I know you had success on the other side of Pennsylvania. You thinking about coming in as our OC? Or if Pep Hamilton's available for interviews?
Again, they should have already
You don't make that a minority. You make that a priority.
They already done interviewed Pep Hamilton, and they didn't keep him.
There's nothing wrong with doing it again. As a priority this time.
I don't know how that works. Are the Texans going to allow that?
All it takes is a simple ask, get permission.
Do the Texans have in mind of promoting him the head coach?
I think that depends on how the rest of the season goes for Houston. I don't know if they get rid of Lovie Smith after just 1 year.
They did that with the guy that came in after the whole Deshaun Watson debacle.
I don't know. I don't know if they do that again.
The dude before.
I don't know if they do that 2 years in a row.
This is the Texans.
I know it's the Texans, but I don't think they do that two times in a row. I don't know if they just get rid of him knowing that they got a big abundance.
Right.
Right. Maybe give the guy an opportunity, give him a chance, knowing that he's finally back in the NFL. Instead of just firing him after a season, knowing he has nothing but Dameon Pierce.
I don't know. But it makes sense for them to promote Pep Hamilton.
They could do that, for sure.
He's a football mind.
Yes, he is.
He was also the former quarterback coach. You know they're getting a new quarterback this year. I'm just saying.
If the Texans are even willing to have or seek, or give permission to teams that are looking to seek to interview Pep Hamilton.
If permission is there, absolutely go ahead and snag them.
Yeah.
But they should already been done that. I just don't see much change with this organization in the next couple of years. This team's already shown for years now, man. And if you ain't seen it yet, you need to open your eyes. This team's too complacent with everything.
Oh, Kenyon Drake is loose. Oh, he gets tripped. He gets a first down, a nice run there.
Takes him almost near midfield. We don't need another Mike Sullivan coaching in Pittsburgh. Why not, man? Why not? No, I agree with you, Devin. I totally agree with you. Hope Canada gets fired before the season ends. That ain't happening, man. If Tomlin didn't fire him now, he never is. He doesn't fire people. That's his problem. It's one thing I don't like about Tomlin. That's one thing that's pissing me off about Tomlin. That's one thing that's really jumping me off about this whole Tomlin train shit right now. Do something. Quick run by, who's that, Kenyon Drake? There's a flag.
It was like a 4 or 5 yard pickup, but you're right, it's a flag. Take it back, holding.
Holding on 79.
That's another guy that's been bearing an injury all year.
For a lot of years, actually. Paul Spadafora for offensive coordinator. Why not? Anyone's better than Canada at this point. anyone's better than any in-house promotion. I prefer someone like a run game coordinator around the league. That's who I prefer. Someone that's a run game coordinator that has done so much positive for someone in the league. Because that's what we got to get back to. That's not something we got to do to help out Pickett's progression. Lamar draws back, looks, throws, dumps it down, and there'll be a couple yards there by Justice Hill.
Speaking of run game coordinator, who's the Bears run game coordinator?
The Bears? Hell if I know.
The Bears. They're arguably the best rushing offense in the league.
No, they're not.
They're number 1 ranked rushing.
They're not the best.
What?
They're not the best.
This year, they've shown it.
Statistically, but they're not the best.
They've shown it this year. David Montgomery is good. Khalil Herbert is good. And Justin Fields is actually, progressing week by week.
Okay.
And the Bears, they know how to run the ball. They've always known how to run the ball.
I don't count quarterbacks' running stats as rushing attacks.
Well, even exclude that then.
They're still not the best.
Bullshit. They're number 1 this year in rushing. Bullshit. I have seen what Montgomery and Herbert have done this year. They have been outstanding. They have been great.
I'd prefer the Browns run game coordinator.
All it's been is Nick. Well, that, yes. Okay. Run game coordinator. But it's only been Nick Chubb. It's only been Nick Chubb for the Browns, although it's been successful. He's number 1 rushing in the league. Here's my question, like you asked me about Pep Hamilton. Are the Browns going to seek permission? Or the Browns going to give the Steelers permission? I highly doubt that. The Bears, maybe.
Yeah, the Browns probably won't.
The Bears, maybe.
Go figure, the offensive line coach is Chris Morgan. He's got it stepped in last year when not Sean Sherritt, what's his name? What was his name?
Offensive line coach last year? Yeah, he went to Oregon.
What the hell is his name?
Honestly, I can't remember. The
hell was his name?
The guy was bad. The guy was awful.
Adrian Clem.
Yeah,
Adrian Clem. Yeah, Chris Morgan is the Bears' offensive line coach, and their O-line isn't great.
Baltimore got the first down there. Field goal range. Lamar takes the snap.
Dunks it down to Patrick Richard.
Getting a 4 right there. Good play right there.
Second 6 coming up. I'm out of beer. Get Mario Lemieux as the offensive OC? I mean, again, anyone's better than
Lamar
Canada.
keeps a hold of it. And he may...
He's 1 yard shy. They might give him the first there. I thought it was 1 yard shy.
Yeah, they gave it to him first down.
Better to get rid of the cancer now before the cancer starts affecting everyone. Getting Sullivan wouldn't
Nah, it was short.
make improvements, but having Canada hasn't been the best for this young offense. I agree completely. Local banks, I couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, it's already infecting everybody.
And they sneak it with Lamar, and he's got the first down.
Yep.
It was a 3rd and 1, and he got it easily.
Again, it's November. It's 10 o'clock at night on November 7th. I'm sweating. Why?
Clock stops.
Yeah, why?
I don't know if there was an injury or
Timeout or something. I don't know. Most career rushing yards by a quarterback in NFL history. Lamar Jackson passed Steve Young today. and he's going to pass Russell Wilson very shortly, and then Randall Cunningham. He might pass Cam Newton, and most likely will pass Michael Vick. He'll go down as the, I don't know, man. Vick was different. But statistically, he might go down as the best rushing quarterback of all time. Vick was different, though. Steelers legend. Remembers that? I think back to those days, man, where Vick was the Steelers quarterback. He was the starter for a couple games. That was a wild time. 2015? That was a wild time. Lamar jumps back.
Oh, he's pressured.
Rolls around. Throws. It is
Incomplete.
Josh Oliver was the intended target. The pass might have been behind.
Lamar's going down the field.
Yeah, they're in the red zone again.
But that play, he just got pressure. He tried to throw it to Oliver. Oliver couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, it was behind. Vic was trash. He was terrible. He had one game-winning drive versus the Chargers. That was his highlight of his career. He was terrible with us. He was terrible versus the Ravens on Thursday night. He was terrible against the Chargers outside of maybe 4 plays, which was the deep pass to Wheaton, the pass to Heath, which got us to the goal line, the run on that game-winning drive, and what else?
Maybe that was it.
Pretty much.
That was it, really.
And then he was terrible against the Cardinals to the point Landry Jones had to come in. He threw two touchdowns to Bryant. And, yeah, that started up, the Landry Jones times.
3rd and 8 for Baltimore. They're at the 20-yard line. Lamar takes a snap. Oh, he's
pressured inside by Davis. Oh, my God.
He can't connect it to Robinson, just two behind.
Robinson was open, too. I don't know if he would have gotten the first, but he would have gotten close. They're going to bring on the field goal unit.
God, was he pressured. Yeah, Davis just untouched.
Whoa. Yep, and Lamar knows, man. How did I miss him? He's open.
And Lamar's pissed, yeah.
Justin Tucker comes on, though, and he's going to make this field goal because why wouldn't he make the field goal?
He missed 2, but it's a 56 and a 61. Can't really shame Justin Tucker for missing long-ass field goals.
I think one of them was blocked. Automatic is the guy. 17-3. All right, Saints need to get something going, man. Halfway through the third. Saints really got to get something going here. I'm going to check what's going on Twitter.
There's nothing on Twitter, believe me.
Nothing?
No. There's nothing on Twitter.
No? Oh, God, Kirk Cousins is going on to the Manning. Oh, God. How about Kirk Cousins, huh? Anyone seen that video of Kirk Cousins on the team flight? Remember Cordell Stewart? I wasn't old enough to watch Stewart, but I do remember him. In fact, that was my first ever Steelers jersey was Cordell. Slash himself. I still have it, by the way.
Yep. Really set the tone for number 10, too.
Jesse says, time for my shift later ends. All right, have a good one.
Hey, have a good night, man.
Appreciate you for tuning in. Enjoy your night.
Take it easy.
Electric Visual says, I miss Daryl Drake. We say we developed, but ever since his passing, Deontay, mid, Claypool didn't last his rookie contract. Juju wasn't the same. Pickens is still a question mark. Yeah, the receiving position's definitely been a mystery since Drake's pass because the coaching hasn't been the same. What was his catchphrase? Never choose good when great is available, or shut out the noise. One of the two. He had a lot of great ones, man. That still sticks with the receiving core today. I know Juju was impacted. at that time. Never forget that photo of Ben checking on him during the training camp days. That was a tough time.
Yep.
Honestly, a lot of the coaching is just not there, to be real with you. Not a lot of great coaching on this team. Hasn't been the same for years. And I don't expect much change, man. This team's too complacent. Vic at Virginia Tech was a freaking alien. Vic in his prime was filthy. Even when he came back after, what happened, and he was comeback player of the year for the Eagles, and that comeback versus the Giants and all that other good stuff he did for Philly. Incredible stuff. Fun to watch. I remember watching that as a kid, man. Vic was special. Vic was special. That's the difference with New Orleans right now is, no longer with Breeze. Again, next week with the Steelers and Saints. Very, very similar situations. Vic had an incredible arm, electric. He absolutely did. That rocket throw to Jackson versus the Commanders versus Washington, first play, always an incredible highlight.
Throwing throws, and he's got the completion because Olave is taken down immediately. Second and short coming up.
2nd and 3. 8-10 and counting. They got to get something going. I'm falling asleep watching the Saints offense and knowing that possibly TJ Watt's going to come back next week and we still got to face the same offense. God. I mean, it'll be good because at least maybe the Steelers defense will have a great game. Will the offense follow? No. They give it to Kamara, and Kamara bursts fast. What a run. About a 10-yard gain there. What burst by Kamara. He took that ball and just shot out of a cannon.
There was a big gap right there.
Beautiful.
Went inside and went for it.
Beautiful gap. Starting to get something going. Kamara doesn't have much going on. That was his second big run of the game.
Dalton goes to throw.
Throws. Caught. First down.
Chris Olave.
Olave is that dude, man. Olave is phenomenal. He's going to be one of the best receivers in football in a couple years. That was Taysom Hill throwing the football, too. Olave just keeps making plays, man. 600 receiving yards this season, leads all rookies.
Yep.
He's got everything you want, man. Already 51 yards today for him. Read option with Taysom Hill, and he'll get about six on the ground. They got to mix Taysom Hill a little bit more then, because that's going to keep the Ravens off the field. That's going to get the Saints up the field, man. Hill's a productive player when you use him correctly. They got to use him a little more in this half. Do you think the Browns can go on a run when Watson comes in 3 weeks? I don't know, man. Maybe. It depends how whoa!
Oh, Andy Dalton's pressured. He gets rid of it.
And
but
the ball
loose.
came out, and the Ravens have recovered. I think that is a fumble.
He tried to get rid of it, but it just... Down.
So it's not a fumble?
No.
Let's look at this
No,
replay.
Saints still got the ball started down. He said he was down. Wait a minute. When?
I saw that ball come out. Yeah. No, he's losing grip.
Wait. Hold on. I don't know.
He lost the ball as soon as he got hit.
No, hold on. No. Look at the grip he's got.
He gripped it right.
Look at the grip. He's got it until he hits the ground. Then it comes out off his fingers.
Harbaugh's definitely going to challenge this. Harbaugh's absolutely going to challenge this. Because as soon as he gets hit, the ball's kind of loose.
It's not really moving. It's stuck in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's gripping it as if, he's Odell making that catch. Fingertips.
It's not really wobbling.
I don't know, man. That might be a fumble.
I don't know.
That looks like a fumble to me. I know he had grip very slightly with his fingertips, but I don't know if that's enough possession. But do I think the Browns can go on a run when Watson comes back? They absolutely can. It just depends how Watson is. He's going to be rusty. He hasn't played football in, a year and a half now, 2 years. He didn't look good in the preseason. How's Watson going to look? I think they're still leaning a lot on Chubb, as they should. He's 100% down by contact. He didn't lose control of the ball until he hit the ground. Yeah, that's what Rob just said.
That's what it looks like to me. Doesn't really wobble.
But are they gonna take that grip by his fingertips as possession?
They probably are.
Because once he got hit, the ball started to come loose, and then he gripped it.
Yeah, there was movement, but there wasn't enough for it to be lodged loose.
Until he hit the
or
ground.
loose enough.
Until he hit the ground.
I mean, he still got it like right there.
It's not like he was coming down and the ball came out midway. As soon as he hit, the ball came out. But are they going to associate with him gripping with his fingertips? Is that enough time for possession?
I think it stands.
Watson's not been hit in 2 calendar years. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, he's healthy. He's probably ready to go, but how productive is he going to be to start?
I don't know.
I don't know either. He didn't look good in the preseason. I know he's got Cooper. He's got targets. He
hasn't played in 2 years.
Stands. Okay, yep. Who would you take, Deshaun or Lamar? Lamar. Taking Lamar. All I'm saying is that ball didn't move. It didn't move. You're right, and that's why they call it a. That's why the call stood. Third straight game with 2 sacks for Justin Houston. First player in Ravens history. That's impossible.
So you're telling me Terrell Suggs didn't even do that shit?
No, that's why I find it so hard to believe. I'm like, wait, Suggs never did that?
I'll be damned. Not even for his defensive player of the year?
Nope.
Yeah, what the fuck? Dolan throws. It's caught. First down, Olave.
That would put him at almost over 60 on the game already for Olave.
Now the Saints are trying to get something going. They did last time before halftime.
Yeah, 5 catches, 6 yards for Olave. Another good game. Give it to Kamara. Kamara's looking. He hits a gap.
Yep.
And he'll get a couple yards on the ground. He says I'm a Saints fan, so I'm a little biased. Oh, who that? I don't blame you. I ain't gonna lie. As a Steelers fan, I've wished for calls to go our way as well. Do the Steelers have a playoff run? No, they don't.
What?
Mathematically, they do, but they're not making the playoffs.
No. The Jags got a better chance.
Oh, they run a blitz. Good pickup by Kamara. It's caught for a first down.
Oh, he gets hit.
By who's that? Is that who I think it is? Is that Kevin White? The former first rounder of Chicago?
Probably.
Remember him? I thought he
Yes.
was going to be a stud for Chicago. That man can never stay healthy. Great pass pro by Kamara, man. Dalton draws back. Good pass pro again. He's got a clean pocket. Now he rolls to the right, and he's going to run this. He'll get a couple on the ground.
Yep.
As they inch closer to the goal line. As they inch closer to within 10 yards. Who'd you take among Burrow, Lamar, or Deshaun? Still taking... Ooh, that's tough. I mean, probably Burrow.
I don't know. Burrow showed he can't do much without Jamar.
You're right. But, see, he's a more natural quarterback.
He's natural quarter. Yeah, I get that. But I don't know. I mean,
Lamar's close.
You see what happened, though? He didn't have Jamar. Burrow didn't. And the Browns, they had a bad performance.
They give it to Washington.
Right.
He'll get a couple.
So the
on
only way
ground.
to redeem himself was to give the Mixon several hundred times.
And it worked, didn't it?
It did work. But it goes to show Burrow without Jamar, he's not really that dynamic of a quarterback. He's still got targets.
Games.
Still got...
It's a couple games.
Yeah. The first game was against a division rival.
Even Patrick Mahomes...
Their secondary ain't good.
Even Patrick Mahomes had a couple games where he's like, fuck, I don't have Tyreek, so I got to adjust. And now, where's he at now?
Okay.
He just threw for 400 last night.
Dalton
just back. He's untouched off the edge. It's Marcus Peters, and that's a sack. Oh, that's Humphrey.
Marlon Humphrey.
That's Humphrey. What is they doing? Again, those third down blitzes from the Ravens. You got to keep an eye on it. It's a classic hardball call. It could be an inside blitz. It could be a corner blitz. He went with the corner blitz on the edge. Humphrey was untouched. That's his old trick in the book. That's his old reliable.
Andy Dalton was
And
not
now
aware
they
of
got to set up for a field goal. That is terrible.
And, well, Lutz made it. He got it.
It's a one-possession game if you count a 2-point conversion, but that's a terrible end for that drive. Ravens, good hold. Man, that's rough. 17-6. 1:25 left in the third quarter. I see the Saints grabbing Caleb Williams. Depending on where they draft, I could see that. He might be the best quarterback available at that point. Because I think we can anticipate Young and Stroud being taken pretty early.
More than likely, yeah. Yeah.
I'm wearing a Kamara jersey when we're on offense. I should start doing that, man. You're wearing a Kamara jersey when you're on offense and a Cam Jordan jersey on defense. I should start doing that. Why not think of that? That's smart, man. I mean, it's not really working for you, but it's smart. We have the worst red zone offense in the league, man. I swear the majority of our touchdowns have come from outside of the red zone. You know what's funny? We're opposite. All of our touchdowns have come in the red zone. In fact, I think, what is our longest touchdown of the year? Do you know? Isn't it like 16 yards or something?
Maybe 9.
9?
Maybe. I don't think it's more than 10 yards.
Really?
I don't recall.
Here, let me try to find. Something.
I don't recall it being more than 10 or even 15 if I'm going to be real.
Let me try to search this up. Try to search this up.
I don't know if you're really... I don't know, man. What you could do? ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah, go to ESPN, look through the games that we scored, it should say, you know, the points.
What's up? Maybe hold on. Maybe someone in the chat has it. Minka's pick 6. Yeah, I'm talking offensively. The Minka pick 6 is our longest touchdown. You're right.
It's kind of sad to defend a touchdown.
Stats. Let me see something. First of all, if you're curious, our longest play of the season belongs to Connor Hayward, 45 yards. Yeah, Connor fucking Hayward. Swear joy. Our longest touchdown? I don't think they say it, man.
You got to go game by game.
I'm not doing that.
All right, then.
Fine, I'll do it. Just because I'm actually...
You're that dedicated? We got a game to react to broadcast. Next Monday, we got the Commanders versus the Eagles. That's a blowout.
I wonder who's winning that game. It might be competitive. Heineke's a warrior. Okay, I hate this fucking app. No, I don't want each individual team. I want the game. God, so many tabs. Box score.
Lamar, play action. Motion's out.
He's going to run it. And he won't go nowhere because Davis is right there to just swarm him.
Get Deshaun out there, guys. Have fun with it. Week 9 headlines. Tom Brady, 100,000 career passing yards, including the playoffs. Joe Mixon, 5 total touchdowns versus the Panthers, and Mahomes had a lot of passing attempts, 68.
My fantasy appreciates it.
Lamar takes a snap. He drops back. Senses the pressure.
He's going to run again, and it's going to end up the exact same way as the last play.
No one's getting open now.
Nope.
Lamar tries to run it, but they just take him down quick.
All right. As far as I'm concerned, our longest play, our longest touchdown, as of the Browns Thursday night game, was 5 yards. Now I'm on the Jets game. It still remains. Okay, now the Bills game. I hate to look back at this game, but yeah, the Bills game.
We didn't score.
No, we didn't score that game. That's right. Fuck, that was terrible. All right, the Bucs game. Claypool, 6 yards. He's no longer with the team.
Hey!
Also, that same game, Najee, 6-yard touchdown.
Okay, so, Najee's on the team, so Najee holds that then.
Hold on. That might change. Let's go.
Najee got a 6-yard rushing touchdown, really?
Yeah, I know.
That's just, we hardly gained 6 yards running.
7-yard touchdown pass from Pickett to Pickens versus the Dolphins on Sunday night. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You can't be serious. You can't be fucking serious. Our longest fucking touchdown score is 7 yards? Are you fucking kidding me?
You seem surprised.
I
said it wasn't more than
7
10
yards, bro.
I told you it wasn't more than 10.
7 yards, bro. 7 yards.
Offensively.
That was the Pickens. 7 yards, bro.
And against New Orleans, we'll make it 8. And then like 5 weeks later, we'll make it 9.
7 yards was our longest touchdown of the season. 7 fucking yards. God, that is absolutely criminal. I'm embarrassed. That has got to be an NFL low, right? Might as well, because we're already low at everything offensively, right? Might as well be. We're only down 11 points with still the fourth quarter to go. Crazier things have happened. You're right. Crazier things have happened, and I believe it's the fourth quarter now, right?
Yeah, went down to, yeah.
It's now the fourth quarter, the final quarter of the game. We'll see how this game goes, man.
It says Baltimore we're talking about.
Who's your guys' most hated NFL player currently? Wow.
It's kind of hard because I don't hate anybody.
Most hated NFL player currently. Wow.
I don't know.
I don't really dislike nobody. I mean,
there's not one person.
too bad Vontaze Burfict's still not in the NFL. God, yeah, who would that be? I don't know, man. Does Antonio Brown count?
Hell no. He done it, according to him.
3rd and 10. Can we get a 3 and out here?
Lamar
Throws. It's wobbly and it's caught. No, it's not. Likely can't bring it in.
He had it in his hands.
He did. He could not survive the ground. 3 and out right there. And the ball will be back in the Saints' hands. All right, Saints, come on. It's your time to take the damn game. Tie the game, folks. Come on.
Is this Sean Jackson even on the field here?
Probably not.
Why?
Jordan Stout, high punt, long punt, down to the 24. Guys got room.
Shaheed.
He's got room.
Past the 30.
Be a good almost 10-yard return. Yeah, that was a rough throw by Lamar. It was wobbly. It was too far from his receiver. He missed a touchdown earlier to Robinson. He's had a couple good shots downfield today, but, Lamar and his accuracy is still a constant issue. Crappy O-line will have Pickett seeing ghosts. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't end up like that guy, too. You have to score a touchdown to get a longest one? Yeah, we don't get many of those, do we? I follow you guys because I actually semi-like the Steelers. My best friend and girlfriend are Steelers fans. That's cool, man. I respect that. See, as a Steelers fan and as a ultimate Drew Brees fan, because he's probably my favorite quarterback of all time, if I'm being real with you, when the Steelers would leave or not make the playoffs or when they would get eliminated from the playoffs or whatnot, when our season would end, I would always root for the Saints because I always wanted Brees to get another ring. That's why in 2017 when we lost to the Jags, I was heart crushed. I was like, all right, I'm going for Brees this year. I thought it was his best chance, and then we know what happened with Stephon Diggs. But I'd always root for the Saints if my team never made the playoffs or were eliminated. Unfortunately, y'all couldn't give Brees another one. Juju looking good on Sunday night last night. He's having a blast with that offense. So happy for him. Really good dude. Has a great shot at getting a ring. Be the second former Steeler to get one in 3 years, if so. Yeah, you're right. Good for Juju. I'm glad he's producing.
Well, play action. Dalton feels the pressure. He's got to get rid of it.
Throw. That's a bad throw.
He felt the pressure. He saw Kamara. He went to throw. He's lucky it wasn't picked.
And go figure. Juju's actually
utilized.
Yeah, utilized properly, and he's producing statistically. He's still very dependable. Well, no one doubted that. It's just now he's starting to get statistics up there.
When you have Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, two offensive-minded geniuses,
yeah, right.
They're gonna use his dependability, but they're gonna use him up the middle.
Yeah.
Look what's been happening the past 3 weeks.
I agree. Yeah.
Dalton takes a snap. It's starting 7.
God. Houston.
Oh, whoa. Houston and Campbell. The ageless wonders.
Another 3 and out for the Saints offense. Holy hell. Dalton got squished. He's feeling that one. Woof. Two former Defensive Player of the Year runner-ups just sandwiching Dalton. Off. Yeah, he gonna feel that one.
All right. So the Saints got a punt again, obviously.
Previous 2 games, 0 sacks allowed. Tonight's 4.
Which is weird, especially with the Saints offensive line.
Do the Ravens have Odafe away? I haven't seen him tonight.
Yeah, they have it. Yeah, they have a way in there.
He's been real quiet tonight. That's also opening up a lot for all the other guys.
Let's pay homage to
Ray Guy.
Raiders legendary punter, former first-round pick back in the day. He unfortunately passed away.
I was thinking in college he had a Romo Pennington vibe. I hate Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, yeah, you know what? I agree. You know, if I had to choose an NFL player I dislike right now, it would be Aaron Rodgers. He just comes off as like a entitled, like always putting the blame on somebody. He was fun to watch years ago. He was super fun. I would always be excited watching Aaron Rodgers, especially in the playoffs. It was fun. Now, I mean, he's not doing great right now, and he's coming off as if he's just, I don't know.
Well, that's the funny thing. He got what he wanted.
Yeah, he did.
And now look what's happening.
But he comes off as if, like, I don't know. He comes off like an asshole.
He probably is an asshole.
Like, I honestly feel like, I'm not trying to put no bad rep on his name, but I honestly feel like a lot of guys in that Packers locker room dislike Aaron Rodgers and his attitude. Like, he puts the blame on other guys, and obviously because it's Aaron Rodgers, you know, they can't really, you know, do anything about it. That's just the vibe I get from Aaron Rodgers. That's his body language, just the way he's coming off the field. When you watch him on the field or even on the sidelines, just how he acts. I don't know. I'd love to see Big Ben come back as either the OC or quarterback coach. That might happen. Everyone keeps wishing that. It might happen. I'm not opposed to it. I think he's going to want to break from football for a while. He's probably still trying to get used to not even playing football around this time of year. I know he's doing his little podcast thing. Was it footballing with Ben Roethlisberger?
Something like that.
It's a good listen, actually. A Ron Rodgers blame deflecting tool. In fact, there was this play I saw yesterday where he was running outside the pocket, he was motioning, and then he throws it to a receiver. And the receiver could have caught it, but it was low, and he's blaming on the receiver, like, catch the fucking ball, motherfucker. I'm thinking to myself, dude, like, throw the ball better. Or even, you know, a couple weeks back when, I think it was Josh Myers is their center. He won't snap the ball, and he's, like, cursing at the guy and smacking him. Like, he just comes off like
there's an audible snap the fucking ball.
Yeah, he comes off like an arrogant piece of shit. Swear jar. Kenyon Drake makes a few guys
Oh,
miss.
he jumping.
Wow.
Oh, whoa, look at that. Kenyon Drake with a big gain.
Drake has always been shifty. Which one of you is older? This guy.
1 minute.
Un minuto.
English. I know we're part Puerto Rican, but come on.
Inglés?
You're going to make me say it.
Puto?
That you are.
Gracias, señor.
De nada. Why are we talking in Spanish?
Puerto Rican vibes. And they give it to Henry. God.
They wish!
Henry. They give it to Drake.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake got another good gain. Second and short coming up.
I'm still on that game last night.
Oh, boy.
That's not good. Pete Werner.
Yep. And Marcus Davenport walks off.
Oh, 2 guys on their front 7. That's not good. They're already suffering through a lot of injuries. 23.
And they try to run with him again, but this time he's taken down.
By number 55. 3rd and 2. They got to make a stop here and give the Saints another chance to capitalize, but Saints haven't gotten down the field consistently. 11:30 and counting. There's still a lot of football left. A lot of football.
They got to send that pressure on Lamar. That's what's been getting to Lamar this second half.
They got a blitz. Receivers
And the
can't get
turnover
open.
differential is like negative 40-something for the Ravens throughout the entire fourth quarter of the year.
Flag.
Whistle.
No,
Timeout.
timeout. Never mind.
Baltimore timeout. What does Baltimore do?
I don't know. Frank Leach is available, and Steelers would be smart to talk to him about the OC position, says Jonathan Harvey. I agree, 1,000%. They seriously need to go out their way and grab someone outside the organization. They, for the love of God, need to. We've already had a couple discussions, a lot of, sad moments in this stream earlier, which we might crop into separate discussions or shorts or whatnot. But, yeah, they absolutely need to. They need to go out and get somebody. Frank Reach, definitely. Third and 1. That was 3rd and 2.
Now 3rd and 1. Lamar.
Read option. They're running with Lamar. They can't stop him, and he's going.
Oh, he's still on his
Makes the
feet.
man miss.
He's still on his feet, spinning, and he's taken down past the 20.
Lamar Jackson.
His lead blocker in front of him even fell down.
Yep. Gotta watch Lamar.
Lamar still found the way to make 3-4 Saints miss him.
I knew they were going to use his feet today, man. They had to. Lamar, how many yards is that now? Over 60 on the ground? Maybe 70? 69. Nice.
Lamar.
Gives it to Drake. Drake's pushing. Taken down. Hey, Rev. Hey, what's good, man? How you doing, man? Yeah, he's playing terrible and blaming everyone else. So, yeah, A-Rod just... I don't know anymore, man. If Allen needs surgery, it's a 9 to 18-month recovery time. Oh, wow. That is absolutely crushing. Let's hope that's not the case for the Bills, because they finally have a chance to win the big one, and they have almost everything. That would be an absolute heart crusher.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, my God. That is terrible. That is heart crushing to hear. Because watching this Bills team has actually been something nice to watch, because
Oh, delay a game on the... Oh, my God.
play a game.
So they called the timeout. Oh, wait, no, that was the Braves
game.
Yeah, my bad. Never mind. Delay game, Baltimore. That takes them back.
The fuck?
Yeah, Lamar's frustrated. The miscommunication there. What? Huh?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. I think she's going to burn it. It's the only reason why
Good. Whatever. It ain't the first time she burned something.
I think she's going to burn it. Only reason why she has it.
Second and 10. It was 2nd and 5. After the young...
They pitch it back.
Why did you pitch it back?
What are the Ravens doing now? This is a hell of a stand by the Saints. They have
Why did you pitch it back?
they have to make another stand here, but I don't know what the Ravens are doing right now. Is this the Ravens choking again? I don't want to jinx any potential happening of that, but I'm just saying.
That was awful. That was bad.
What was your favorite Joe Buck call ever? The Miracle in Minneapolis. Stephon Diggs. It would have to be that one. Also, that's the only one I can think of. I'm trying to think of any other ones. I'd probably have to say that one, the Stephon Diggs touchdown versus the Saints in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Caught? No, Likely!
Oh, my God. That was almost intercepted.
Likely can't bring it in, and that's dangerous. But that's a good hold by the Saints defense. Now Tucker's going to come onto the field and make it a 2-point or 2-possession game again. I thought we should sign Rodgers last year. No, I don't think he'd fit at all in Pittsburgh. No, there was a time I wanted Rodgers, but I knew it was going to push back our rebuild. So I'm glad we didn't grab him. I'm glad we didn't trade for him or whatnot. That would have really pushed our shit back. 41-yard attempt by Tucker. Snap, hold, kick, Tucker. Automatic.
Got it. Easy.
And
one of these days, he's going to close his eyes and just kick it.
did he just say 64 straight field goals? All right, we're on a commercial now. Saints defense should have seen that coming. Now their defense is really they're starting to pick up now. Can the offense do the same? They don't have a lot of time left, and they have to get 2 scores. Currently struggling with college. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, Dan, you called it.
What? She's burning it!
Hold on.
Oh, man, that's beautiful. Oh, that's one way to do it. You'll never see it again. Oh, that. I love that. Nonchalantly absolutely just dumping it in the trash and not giving a damn. That's a brilliant call by Triple H. That's brilliant. I love that. That's hilarious. Nothing special. It's just in the trash, never to be seen again. Hey, what's up, Jesse? How you doing tonight? I didn't even hear that Allen got hurt. That's devastating for the Bills, says Jason. It is. That's so heart-crushing. We all hope it's not too severe, but that's terrible. It's clear this is Rodgers last year, but if he plays, he's a cult. That would be bad. That would be terrible. Can you imagine if we had Palomar and James Harrison along with TJ on the defense? That's filthy. That's just dirty. That's too dirty. If only TJ was born 2 decades before.
I know, right?
Ravens just winning and milking it. They are. And honestly, if the Saints ain't getting nothing going here, it seals it. This is the most important drive of the game for the Saints. If they can't get nothing going, this is another 3 and out, it's over. I don't like Deshaun Watson. Yeah, me neither. There was a time I really respected him. But I don't know anymore.
That's gone. That's gone.
Mine is that. Oh yeah, that is a disgusting act by Randy Moss. Yeah, that's a classic one. I don't like Baker Mayfield. Me neither, Jesse. I really don't like him. And actually, he's not even starting this weekend. This Thursday.
It's still P.J. Walker.
Panthers are drafting.
Short week. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, so I'm confident the Colts are drafting a quarterback. I'm confident that the Texans are drafting a quarterback. I'm confident that the Panthers are drafting a quarterback.
You're forgetting one more team.
Who's that?
Lions.
Oh, you think?
Goff ain't lasting much longer.
How much more does he have on that contract?
That's a good question. When did he sign that extension when he was with the Rams?
I don't know. It might have been after the Super Bowl year. And that was a couple years ago.
Six, what, 2 years? 2 years? What was it, a 4-year deal?
Something like that.
Or a 5-year deal?
You might be right. Yeah, his contract might be winding up now.
And maybe set the rookie for a couple weeks, if anything.
As they should. Does KZ and TJ get activated this week? I hope so. Maybe even Leo.
Don't throw this up in the air. It's intercepted. My God, that's it.
By Justin Houston. A 2-sack performance.
2.5 sack.
2.5 sack and now an interception. And just like that, I think the game's over for the Saints, guys.
So much for the Raven killer.
They are going to seal this, possibly with a score here. That's heart-crushing, man. 615 random goat. I feel for you. That is heart-crushing.
Did it bounce off his teammate's helmet? Okay,
no, it's batted in the air.
Houston got it.
That's heart-crushing, man. Just like that, the first play of the drive. That's terrible. Ouch. I used to love Aaron Rodgers, but he a low-key diva. He is. I think he's always been this way, too, now. Did Yin see Crown Jewel? We did. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed the hell out of it.
It was a great pay-per-view, yep. Great pay-per-view.
I can't wait for War Games. Give it to Drake. Drake's going to run. And he'll get about 8 or 9 on the ground.
Just shy of the first, yeah.
They're within the 10. We need a new head coach, which will in turn restaff the entire coaching roster. Tomlin is a wash. All these years of Big Ben making up for his mediocrity is over, and now Tomlin's fully exposed as Joshua. I don't entirely disagree. I'm actually starting to feel that same way. I still like Coach T. In a way, I want to trust him, but my trust is falling every week, or the more he remains with Canada.
And Drake gets the first down.
And it'll be about at the 3. But the more he runs with Canada, the more he doesn't fire him, the more complacent he becomes, the more I'm just like, you know what? We're not going to win shit with him again, man. And I do agree with the whole coaching staff thing. The entire coaching staff just sucks. It does. Our running back coach isn't great, Eddie Faulkner. Our wide receiver coach isn't that great. I know it's his first year. Our offensive line coach isn't that great. And Drake.
Oh, I think he may have just gotten it, and he
him.
did. That's a touchdown, Baltimore.
They gave it to him. Kenyon Drake touchdown.
That was all Kenyon Drake right there.
Yes, it was, and that's going to seal it for the Saints, guys. That's going to seal it for the Saints. There is no reason we should lose next week.
You're right. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, if the Ravens can do this with backups, I mean, shit.
No reason we should lose next week, especially if we get TJ back. But the Ravens and Steelers are two totally different squads this year.
Wow, 27-6. Wow.
27-6 indeed.
I mean, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yep. Frank reached for OC. I love that. Yeah, all the coordinators Tomlin's picked as well, Josh. You're right. Yep. We were talking about that like a half hour ago on the stream. Every single coordinator he's brought in, or every single coordinator he's promoted, which is pretty much all he's done, pretty much. The last outside hiring we had from an OC position or a coordinator position was, guess who? Todd Haley. That was the best his offense has looked in a long time. Ever since he left, it's been downhill. It's mostly because of the in-house promotions. The Fichtner experiment sucked. The Canada experiment is the exact same way, and it's actually worse. Our coordinator position's always been rough and up and down. Remember people calling for Butler to be fired, us included. I'm not expecting change, man. Me and Rob had to talk about it probably like an hour or so in this stream. We might clip it for a short or for a separate topic or something. But this team's complacent. And that falls from everyone in power. Everyone. Ownership, head coach, the other coaches. They're complacent and they're not making changes. This was the week to do it. We're dead last in everything offensively, and we made 0 changes to the coaching staff. This team's complacent. The only other explanation I have is this team's actually in tanking mode without admitting they're in tanking mode, but that's not the Steelers I know. That's not Mike Tomlin I know. Why would they do that? It makes no sense with a rookie quarterback. Let's see where we at. how bad our team is. If you had to pick who would be your offensive MVP right now at the halfway point. Muth. Yeah, Muth.
Probably, yeah.
But you know who's our MVP all year? TJ Watt, and he only played one game. That's how impactful he is. How'd the driving test go? It went good. It went good, and we're actually in the process of training to be a delivery driver. So It's going very, very solid so far. Saints will return this, and he goes nowhere.
He tripped.
Again.
You got less than 7 minutes left in the game.
That was the plan, Haskins after Ben. I don't think that would have succeeded that much. Just a thought, what would we get for TJ in a trade? Very curious. What the Texans got for Deshaun Watson, but then some.
The Ricky Williams trade. And then some.
You're talking 2 straight draft classes.
Yeah! I don't care.
Oh, there's a flag. Someone got jumpy. False start on the offensive line for the Saints. Apparently Dalton hates the Bengals. I do too. I don't blame him. No, the Steelers were going to just promote our quarterback coach, says Jesse. I agree. I'd love to get someone like Frank Reach or a run game coordinator and some of the best offensive coaching staffs around there in the league, but they're complacent. They've just promoted within house.
Oh, nowhere
And Kamara
there.
goes nowhere. So I think Tomlin's going to do that again. We could trade. I'm not trading TJ for Lamar. That's a poor trade.
What?
I'm never trading TJ. Are you kidding me?
Hell no.
Even if it was for a quarterback, I'm not doing it. Tomlin has done nothing fresh and new. He won with the old guard players and coordinators, but the Rooneys are too woke to make a change. Yeah, it falls on both, man. Everyone in charge, it falls on both. It's terrible. It's becoming more evident than ever. You kind of already sensed that the past couple years with how they've underachieved and they never made changes at the coordinator spot, or how they just went lazy with filling in. But now this year, oh my God, it's terrible. Screen pass to Olave. Olave gets close to the first. They're going to be a couple yards shy. They should just go for it because why not?
It's
you already lost the game.
It's 4th down. What do you got to lose?
You think we can resign Sutton? I would. 4th and 3. Dalton throws. First down.
Traquan Smith.
Steelers rocking that boomer mentality, yeah. Not good. This team's so outdated. It's fucking disgusting. Next time against the Saints will be close. It's obvious. And if we start getting blown out, then they are definitely the worst team in the league and need to start making fires. Agreed. If the Saints come out blazing next week, there's going to be a serious fucking problem.
And Dolan just gets rid of it as he was pressured. Traquan Smith highlights of today. The impact is felt, that is for sure.
If Haskins were still alive, Rudolph would have been traded before draft day. I don't believe that. I think the quarterbacks, if Haskins was still here, I believe the quarterbacks going into camp would have been Pickett, Rudolph, Haskins, and Mitch. Haskins most likely would have been the odd man out unless he outperformed Rudolph, which he might have done. You know, that's always gonna be a what if. Unfortunately, he was gonna get he was gonna have that chance, but you know his life was taken shortly. Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. Dunks it down to Kamara.
It's a big game there by Kamara.
It's gonna help someone's fantasy. I think Haskins had raw talent and freak power. He would have matured and been awesome. Ben gave him high praise in his lone season with us. So, you know, When Ben does that and he praises, especially how his release of the ball was and how clean his spiral is, Haskins had the makings to be a decent quarterback. He did. I don't think he was going to be the future. He would have been a nice backup for sure, but ultimately, what happened. And it sucks. Remember when we wanted to resign Witherspoon? Yeah. I regret every fucking word I said. We were so scared because they signed Sutton and Millette and all these other guys. We're like, why didn't they prioritize Witherspoon? Oh no, we're scared, we're worried. God,
Better off without him.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Witherspoon. Last year he was great. I don't get it.
Yep.
What the fuck? Even when Hayden went down, he stepped in. Did great. I don't get it.
Dalton blitzed. Caught.
Jawan Johnson.
I don't think he was touched, and that's a touchdown.
There's no whistle blown. I don't think he went out of bounds. That's a touchdown. New Orleans.
Garbage time touchdown. No way.
41 yards. I don't think he stepped out.
It doesn't matter, but it's clean.
You can't.
It's clean. It's clean.
It's good.
What footwork? Oh, that's close. I think that's not. He's clean. That's a touchdown. That's close.
That's what they're going to be looking at. I don't think it touches the white. And
I think that's
none
clean.
of the white turf kicks up either.
Again, it doesn't really matter, but I mean, I think that's clean.
I think it's just so. No, I don't think. It's so close to a point.
Someone's parlay relies on this. Keep telling. Someone's fantasy relies on this. Someone's parlay relies on this. All right, it counts.
The touchdown stands. I think it's just so close to a point. You don't see the white turf step up. It's so close, but I think it's just good enough where he was able to stay in bounds.
He was clean. Steelers a very outdated organization. We live in 2008 mentality. Yeah, that's the problem. This team's so outdated. It's disgusting. We're outdated in every single aspect. It's terrible. We've been that way for too damn long. Yep. This team, simply put, this team has a lot of issues. A lot of issues, and most of it's all up front. Most of it's all power. Most of it's all the guys in charge. Ravens' depth in their positions is no joke. This is why we need to trade back and draft more talent. Agreed. I agree completely. Because one of our biggest issues from a roster aspect is our lack of depth. That's why we always got to trade for guys like William Jackson, like Malik Reed, like Avery Williamson in the past, like Joe Schobert. And what has that done? Cost us draft picks that could have went to depth. Instead, most of these guys dipped. Hell, I'll even say Witherspoon. That's another one. He's one of the only guys that actually got extended after trading for him, but that wasn't a good decision now, was it?
According to RG3, he thinks that Jameis Winston should be the starter.
Probably should. Is he healthy? Is Winston healthy?
I think he is. I think he's just on the sideline.
Huh? Is that Lamar? Why is Lamar still in the game? No, he's not. On runs? Huh? You can do that? Okay. We need Joey Porter Jr. I love Joey Porter Jr. And not just because he's a phenomenal football player. I'd love to get his dad back in the locker room. Lord knows this team needs it. I love Joey Porter Jr. I also love Ringo from Georgia. Those are two of the top corners I love at this moment. Other than that, I would really love to address the line, get a franchise left tackle, get a good left guard, maybe fix up the defensive line.
Yeah.
Someone like Jalen Carter would be a hit. But this is also why a lot of you guys suggest trading back so we can get most of these guys instead of having to worry about making most of these moves in free agency, which we can do that, but, you know, is Khan going to want to outbid certain teams or throw big money? I don't know. This offseason is going to be incredibly important. I don't want to talk about the offseason yet because we're still a couple months away, but the way I see it, the past couple of drafts has really hurt this team long term because no one's really been that impressive, or no one's been a huge success long term for us. I mean, for fuck's sake, we just traded away Claypool. So when you look back to that draft class, that's not that great. And you look back to the draft class before that, that's not that better either because we traded up for Bush. And now you're looking at the draft class, not this past year, but the year before that with Najee and them. You know, I love Najee. Maybe he can boost it up, but, you know, that's not fitting us right now. And then, of course, we skipped on a certain center twice, and that's hurting us now still. So
Yeah.
the past couple of drafts has really set the team back. So this upcoming offseason with Khan and Weidl and their free agency additions and the draft picks they have and what they decide to do is going to be incredibly important. That's going to determine the future. That's going to determine if that helps Kenny's progression too.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to selecting positions of need that they have neglected for years and years and years.
That's why I say some of these draft classes have pushed the team back, because outside of that 2017 class, with specifically T.J. Watt being the main guy and the only rock on this team that's still here, anyone else from the other previous draft classes has not been that incredible, or they haven't been that. They haven't stuck around.
They haven't taken
long-term.
that next leap.
Outside of maybe Muth.
They haven't taken that next leap.
Outside of Muth.
Yeah.
Maybe Edmonds. Maybe. That's borderline. And don't get me wrong, there were ways to still keep Muth and get Creed at the same time. There were ways to do that. It was an easy way to do it, actually. I think both sides of the trenches should be the main focus, but corner and edge depth are arguably up there with it. If that's what they want to address via free agency, go for it. By all means. But I think we got to get young and hungry at the trenches for sure. Agreed with you. Claypool doing Claypool things in Chicago, yeah. I mean, he had a very Steeler game, just more points on the board. Although that call that was not called, that interference, should have been interference. Shout out to Justin Fields, by the way. That man played his heart out. Steelers were hoping to get Devin White, but were left with Bush. Either one wouldn't have been that great, honestly, because White's not that much better. He's better, but he's not that much better. If you were to ask me if trading up for White would have been that much greater, it's better than Bush, but trading up for him still wouldn't have been worth it. 2 minutes left, folks. This game's over. This game's over. Najee's been such a sad story, especially coming off a great year one. And the thing is, no one forgets year one, Najee. No one. fact, that's what we want back. Yeah, Hargrave's having an incredible last couple weeks. In fact, he might be the defensive player of the month for the next month. Honestly, if he keeps running along this train here, Hargrave's eating right now. I missed the Gravedigger, the only one from that 2016 draft class that did any progression for us. God, I missed the Gravedigger. Okay.
All right.
I just seen the spoiler for Monday Night Raw. That's a little confusing. All right. 2 minutes left in this game, folks. 2-minute warning. This game's over. You guys see the score. 27-13. Not even close. The Saints couldn't get nothing going all game. Thoughts on Roquan? The great talent. I wish we would have traded for him. I know we already invested so much in the defense, but, man, him and Jack would have been great. The Ravens are... I don't know how they're going to pay him and Lamar at the same time, but tonight he had a phenomenal first game with the Ravens. As much as I loved Bud Dupree, we should have tagged Hargrave over him a few years ago. He may be one of the most underrated Steelers or even NFL players in the league today. You're right. I literally just had that thought myself. I don't know who we would have had to replace Dupree with if we tagged Hargrave over Dupree, but even then, I mean, we're still trying to replace Hargrave. Man, if we still had Hargrave.
Yep. Hey, hence the draft.
Yeah. All right, well, the Ravens are going to be 6-3.
Saints will go down to 3-6.
As they face the 2-6 Pittsburgh Steelers next week in Pittsburgh. They get squashed here by the Ravens in their own house. Now they have to travel to another AFC North opponent in their house as the Steelers look to win their second game under the Acrisure Stadium name. Granderson. Good play.
The clock's just going to wind down.
Yep. Honestly, the Saints ought to just kneel the ball. Don't even risk anything. All the injuries going around and what they're suffering with right now, just kneel the ball. Don't risk nothing right now.
That's a terrible division.
That is the awful division.
The Bucs are first with a 4-5 record.
Mm-hmm. This is the new NFC East, Bobby.
If you told me at the start of the season that, when week 10 comes around, Bucs are first place, I'm like, all right, so they're, 8-2 or something?
No, they're 4-5. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
The NFC South has become the NFC East of 2022. What the hell is that?
Ravens super fan. You got that tattooed on you?
So this Ravens fan gets a tattoo on his thigh of every single Ravens victory this year. The fuck?
He literally has a tattoo that says "at Ravens."
Pay the man.
And has Lamar's social for Twitter.
That's stupid.
That's fucking dumb.
I mean, they're fans, so they can do what they want. They support the team. They have the right to support them the way they want to. I just think that's fucking weird. I don't see the joy in that. I don't see the purpose in that. And I don't see why the Saints aren't kneeling the football right now.
Because that's not what you do.
And that'll end the game, folks. Ravens advance to 6-3. The Saints advance to 3-6. What I saw from the Saints right now was nothing. They are rough. And with that being said, man, there is no reason we should lose next week. No reason. The Saints are rough right now. They are suffered through injuries. They got to go on the road on a short week against a Steelers team that's not even any better and honestly going under a very similar situation, except they're healthier and they're possibly getting TJ Watt back.
Yeah.
No excuses to lose next week.
Considering they allowed Baltimore to score 27 points with backups.
With backups.
Nothing but backups. And Lamar Jackson.
Saints might get Lattimore back. That's it. They might get Landry back. Maybe. Thompson's still out for the year. They just suffered a couple more injuries on the front seven tonight. I mean,
Pete Werner and Marcus Davenport.
So I mean, no excuse to lose next week. I was not impressed by the Saints team. We're gonna get two teams that are very, very, very similar in many ways next week. And I'm not anticipating a crazy game, a high-scoring game, but
It's going to be heavily defensive for sure.
we better get a damn win next week because there's no reason we should lose to the Saints right now in their current situation. We're not any better, but, God, we got to win, man. I'm tired of sitting at 2-6. We got to get a win, man, especially after the bye. We'll see what the Steelers team does. We'll have the content out throughout the week just to keep the bell on and, all that good stuff. But, yeah, that Saints team looked bad. That was rough to watch. Saints off to Worcester Sauce Stadium next Sunday. Yeah, they are. 3 Steelers, I hope we see more playtime next week. Mark Robinson, Steven Sims, and Isaiah Loudermilk. Very possible, man. We should see a lot more Sims with Claypool gone, and Loudermilk should definitely continue to step in as Liao. I'm sure will remain on IR for the time being for now.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens throughout the week. But the one news we're all looking forward to and going to keep checking our phones daily is for TJ Watt to get activated, along with DeMonte Casey off IR. It's around the time they should be fully healthy. Let's get these guys back. Let's get the defense strong. Let's go into next week, return home, and get our second home game of the year.
Yep.
Get our second home win of the year. Otherwise, that is the AFC North War Room. The Ravens win in very good fashion without Bateman, without Mark Andrews, and thus Lamar Jackson still ran over the Saints in their house. But, yeah, we're going to call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed, and appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. And enjoy the rest of your week. Make it a good one. Make it a safe one as we continue to approach further into the NFL season as we're approaching week 10 now. We're in double digits already.
Yep.
And we're hitting the second week of November, and the holidays are coming up, so stay safe. Have a good one. Make it successful. And see you guys in this week's content, and see you guys this Sunday as we'll be live for the game with Steel Sermon Sports. Shout to him. Should be an interesting one. Hopefully the Steelers don't piss us off. You know they're going to.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Watch them switch to Winston, and he lights us up. Don't say that, Rob. Don't say that. They have to make a switch at some point, right? They might as well. Saints season's lost. You might as well just...
It's probably bound to happen.
We'll see.
You might be right.
You very well might be right.
We'll see what happens.
But you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys enjoyed the rest of your night and all that. Apparently, Austin Theory did cash in, and apparently he failed. I don't know. We're going to have to watch the replay. We'll check that out at some point.
Do I even want to?
I don't know.
Doesn't even look that appealing of a show.
I guess there's not much great television on Monday nights.
No, it's not like your childhood.
No, it's not.
Oh, well.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we're going to call it a night. You guys have a good one.
Yep. And see you guys next week's content, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.